हेलो 1 2 3 1 2 3 चेक चेक हेलो हेलो सबैजनालाई हन्टर एक्सलाई फ्लेमलाई हैन टेनल गाईलाई ओलाई आशललाई गुमा खत्रीलाई माम्बालाई अन्जिललाई सतीशलाई सृजनलाई गुमालाई बिग फ्यान दाई थ्याङ्क यू गुमा सतीश विलेन गेमिङ ओहो विलेन प्रनिस कुमार
भाउजू खाना खानु भयो
हसनको छोरा हसन आबीको कुरा गरे हो क्या कुमार ब्रो हसनको छोरा भनेर
खाना काई सक्यो
खाना खाइसक्यो हेलो गर्ल्स लभ अञ्चल गेमर
उचिया नपढिकिन यो 12 मा छैन यो
थाहा छैन ब्याचलर्स हो जस्तो लाग्छ मलाई उचिया उसको जोक सुन्दाखेरि
ए जोक सुन्दा उ त पढ्नै नपढ्ने
ओ थ्याङ्क यू लभ फ्रम अस्ट्रेलिया थ्याङ्क यू भेरी मच हेलो उचिया हेलो रेबिका के छ एउटा फ्याक्ट सुनौँ न रे अञ्जल बीले
भन्छ
भन न
आई लभ यु गाइस
मैले अस्ति भनिसकेको थिएँ होला त्यो फ्याक्ट त तर 1 डे इन भेनस इज लङ्गर देन 1 year in Mercury.
हैन 1 day in Uranus.
सन्चै गर्ल्स लभ एकदम सन्चै ए एक्जाम चलिरहेछ अल द बेस्ट यार ओ क्यामेरा क्वालिटी भइहाल्छ छ आज क्यामेरा चेन्ज गरेको है बाइ द वे मैले 4K क्यामेरा लिएर आएको आज मैले 4K क्यामेरा सो त्यसैले गर्दाखेरि थ्याङ्क यू आयुष ओहो आयुष वेलकम अगेन मामा आज हामी भिएनआरपी छिर्ने कि नछिर्ने चाहिँ हामी कन्फ्युजनमा छौँ खास टु बी अनेस्ट
कन्फ्युजनमा छैनौँ आई डोन्ट वान्ट टु गो
आज नजाने नै प्लानमा छौँ खासमा आज हामी एउटा क्राइम सिरिज अनि उ धेरै बोल्न मन छैन त्यसैले क्राइम सिरिज खालको गेम चाहिँ खेल्न खोजिरहेका छौँ हामीले हैन
आज मैले रेडिटमा देखिरहेको थिएँ कि मान्छेहरूको गफ होइन हाम्रो सबरेडिट आर नेपालमा अनि त्यहाँनिर इङ्ग्लिसको सिलेबस डिस्कस भइरहेको थियो कि यो ह्यान्सन र ग्रेटरको खास के हो यार कुरै बुझिनँ भन्छ अनि एउटाले अझ इक्जाम्पल पनि दिएको कि धेरै पढ्नु पर्दैन त्यो 3टा इन्टरप्रिटेसन छ त्यो मात्रै डिफ्रेन्स मात्रै पढेर गयो हुन्छ त्यो मात्रै आउँछ अरे एउटा होल डिस्कस भइरहेको थियो
1 डे इन मैले भनेको थिएँ नि उचिया लास्ट टाइम मेरो चाहिँ लास्ट विक चाहिँ लास्ट बिजी विक थियो खासमा अति धेरै काम थियो होइन अझै पनि कम्प्लिटली सिद्धिएको छैन हिजो आउन मन थियो तर हिजो युनाइटेडको झुर म्याच हेर्न बेकारमा नआइएन छ थुक्क भन्न मन लाग्यो मलाई होइन नत्र भने हिजै आउन मन थियो अझै नै काम छ नेक्स्ट भ्लग खिच्ने पनि विचार छ यो फ्राइडे फाइनल्ली होइन हाम्रो नयाँ भ्लग पनि आउने विचार छ होइन सबजना एक्जाम जो दिएर आउनुभएको छ होपफुल्ली युआर डुइङ गुड भोलि एक्जाम छ भने राम्रोसँग पढ्नु होला मेरो लाइभ हेर्नुपर्छ भन्ने छैन पढेर राम्रोसँग दिनु होला अल द बेस्ट
हामी लाइभ नआएर तिमीहरूलाई त अब्यान्डनमेन्ट इस्युज भइसक्यो होला है सेपरेसन एङ्जाइटी भएको छ कि छैन भनेर त
म्यान्चेस्टर इज रेड भनेर कार्ड पनि रेड खाइदिएको अरे कि हँसाउँछ सब ठिक छ सुराजन ओके हामीलाई वेलकम छ हेलो प्रनिस एफएफ वेलकम छ ल हाम्रो मिम के आएछ फर्स्ट मिम्स है एज युजुअल हामी मिममा जाम है
छैन होला एक्जाम छ बच्चाको
यही हो मिम यो आछ कोही आछ कि भनेर 6 डेज अगाडि सेवक फेस रिभिल एक्सक्लुजिभली अन ऱ्यान्डम नेपाली रेडिट रे ओके सेवकको फेस रिभिल
पहिले पत्याए पनि नपत्याए पनि म राष्ट्रको सेवक
एक नम्बरको ट्रोल हान्थ्यो यार यो सेवकले नेक्स्ट
जा रहे हो तुसी ना जाओ
क्यूटी
मेरा जब भोसडी के
अति हसाय मेरो नाम राष्ट्र यदि विदेश गयो भने नाम अन्तर्राष्ट्रिय हुन्छ कि हुँदैन अब्रप्ट स्लेयर्स एएसएलले सोधेछ राष्ट्र यदि विदेश गयो भने उसको नाम विदेशी राष्ट्र हुन्छ अन्तर्राष्ट्रिय होइन राष्ट्रै रहन्छ नि त्यो राष्ट्रमा त राष्ट्रै हो नि म होइन डिपेन्ड्स क्यान यु प्लिज हेल्प दिस गाई रे ओके हेर भने हेलो फ्रेन्ड्स अ बिट अफ अपडेट थ्याङ्क यू अल आई हेभ बिन माई स्क्रिन आउटसाइड तेरो टाउकोहरू आइम नट देयर आई हेभ ट्राई टु सुसाइड ओ माई गड त्यस्तो नगरौँ है आई कन्ट्याक्ट लयर एन्ड हिज तपाईँ चिन्ता नगर्नुहोस् उसले त्यस्तो गऱ्यो भने आफै फस्छ बट द थिङ इज आई डु नट वान्ट टु गो यो मलाई थाहा भयो जस्तो लाग्छ यो बेसिकली आई थिङ्क
हेलो सब
आई थिङ्क यसमा के हुन्छ भन्दाखेरि यदि तपाईँले तपाईँको बुवाको सम्पत्ति लिनुभएको छ भने चाहिँ त्यो लोन पनि फिर्ता तिर्नुपर्छ है। जति सम्पत्ति लिनुभएको छ त्यति। यदि तपाईँले उहाँको सम्पत्ति लिनुभएको छैन भने तिर्नु पर्दैन। म 8 दिन अगाडिको रहेछ, आइएम सरी फर लेट, यति लेट। म यही उसमा गएर म पछि पोस्ट गरिदिन्छु। ल
कस्तो भयो एक्जाम तिमीहरूको?
के हो यो? ले कासा दे पापेल अन्डा हाई सिजनमा अर्को गीत है।
ओइ के हो यो?
के न ट्विस्ट आउँछ हैन? क्युटी लभिङ दिस रे। क्युटी मार्यौ 9 दिन अगाडिको रहेछ।
लिटरली
डु वाच द भिडियो एन्ड सेयर। हेर्ने केपी ओलीको रोस्ट
हुन्छ।
हाम्रो बन्नी भाइको।
यो हाम्रो फन
स्ट्रिम लाग्छ?
हो लाग्दैछ।
ए बफर भइरहेको रहेछ। ल 30 सेकेन्ड्स 20 सेकेन्ड्स पुरा है, म मिलाएर आउँछु। गिभ मी 20 सेकेन्ड्स प्लिज। अब गयो? अब आयो? अब आयो? होपफुल्ली आयो होला है अब स्ट्रिम।
सब्स्क्राइब गरिदेऊ न भाइ।
ओके।
केपी ओली द प्राइम मिनिस्टर, द एक्स प्राइम मिनिस्टर अफ नेपाल। सबभन्दा ठुलो एचिभमेन्ट भनेको नै बुद्धिज्म र एभरेज पढ्नु हो। नेपाल जहाँ केपी ओलीको कम्युनिजम देखेर जोसेफ स्टालिनले सुसाइड गरिदिन्छ। काम नाट्ले
जोसेफ स्टालिनले सुसाइड गरे नि फरक पर्दैन खासमा। ही किल द्याट मेनी पिपल के।
बुकै च्यातिन्छ। पर्सेन्टको माओवादी देखेर माओ जेडङको ट्रिटमेन्ट गर्छ नेपाल।
Even I believe Mao Zedong, even he was also a mass killer.
फुल सपोर्ट कोरोना जस्ट लाइक होमोफोबिया एन्ड कास्टिजम भने सपोर्ट त गर्छ हाम्रो नेपाल जहाँ एन्टी इन्डिया सेन्टिमेन्टले इलेक्सन जितिन्छ र इन्डियाको सपोर्ट सरकार हुन्छ।
ठिक हो।
यहाँ मान्छेले कम्युनिस्ट भनेर क्यापिटलिस्ट सोसलिस्ट मार्क्सिस्ट डोन्ट नो वाट देयर एक्चुअल आइडियोलोजी इज जिताइन्छन्। नेपाल जहाँ फ्रिडम अफ स्पिच, गुड गभर्नेन्स, हाउस अफ रिप्रेजेन्टेटिभ
साउन्ड किन कम भयो मलाई थाहा छ नि।
डजन्ट एक्जिस्ट एट अल।
बोल्दै गरेर भोल्युम मिक्सर मैले
त्यति बेलाको गाँजा खेतीले जलाएको धुवाले नेपाली पिपल गट सो ट्रिप्ड द्याट दे गिभ अप देयर अन लाइफ टु ब्रिङ दिस गभर्मेन्ट इन पावर। एन्ड पावर मायासँगै द ओन्ली गुड थिङ दिस गभर्मेन्ट हेज मेड आर एक्सक्युजेस एन्ड जोक्स। सो नाउ लेट्स मुभ अन टु द रिजन व्हाई आई क्लिक दिस भिडियो। वेलकम टु द केपी ओली रोस्ट। केपी ओली, द एन्सर टु द क्वेसन what if Stalin was a Chinese and Xi Jinping was a Nepali? केपी ओली, the person who proved that केटीहरू भान्सामा ठिक छन् नगर राष्ट्रपति भवनमा। अनि केटीहरूले घर चलाएको राम्रो, देश चलाएको होइन। अनि पोलिटिकल जेन्डर इक्वालिटी
बहस के लिए सुनने के लिए अच्छा है लेकिन प्रैक्टिकल नहीं है।
देश प्रेसिडेन्ट इज द गार्जियन अफ अ नेसन एन्ड इफ विद्यादेवी भण्डारी इज आवर गार्जियन आई वुड रादर प्रिफर नेपाल टु बी एन orphan। केपी ओली, इफ नयाँ यस्तो देखिन्छ भने मलाई पुज्न नै ठिक छ। केपी ओली, आई नो कि मेरो आँखा कमजोर छ तर मैले चस्मा लाएर पनि तपाईँको सरकारले गरेको विकास देख्न सकेको छैन। केपी ओली इज द वर्स्ट पिएम अफ नेपाल एन्ड नेपाल ह्याड 9 डिफरेन्ट राणा प्राइम मिनिस्टर रुलिङ नेपाल फर 104 years। केपी ओली इज लाइक एन एन्सियन्ट नेवार। He doesn't realize that there is Nepal outside Kathmandu too।
ओके ठीक छ। अहिले इट्स टु लङ। यो ल सिधै थिए।
ठिक छ।
ओके। इन्टरनेट अहिले छैन नि ल्याग? छ कि छैन? इन्टरनेट ल्याग छ कि छैन होला मित्रहरू, त्यति भनिदिउँ मलाई। नो ल्याग। ओके। अब आज चाहिँ हामीले खेल्न खोजेको चाहिँ तपाईँलाई भनिदिन्छु कुन गेम हो रे रिजु? मैले डाउनलोड गरेको थिएँ, तिमीलाई पनि थाहा छैन। हर स्टोरी भन्ने गेम छ यहाँ। सो I'll explain, I'll try to explain. Shout out to Rudy X Gamers. गेमै खुलेन त किन हो फेरि?
एकदम फिजिटी हुन्छ है तिमीहरूले 30 लाग्छ होला।
किन? सो दिस गेम हर स्टोरी होइन। म साउन्ड अलिकति तल पारिदिन्छु होइन। यसमा ठुलो हाम्रो भन्दा ठुलो जान्छ कि सो यो गेम हर स्टोरी भनेर चाहिँ बेसिकली यहाँ चाहिँ अप्यारेन्टली के हुन्छ यो केटीको एउटा भिडियो देखाउँछ 7वटा फरक कन्फेसन खालको भिडियो छ अरे मतलब पुलिस इन्भेस्टिगेसनको भिडियो छ अरे होइन तर त्यसलाई चाहिँ मिलाएर लगातार कन्फेसन सुन्न पाइँदैन अरे कि सो तिमी एउटा भिडियो हेर्छौ फर्स्टमा होइन त्यहाँ तिमीले किवर्ड्सहरू युज गरेर अरू भिडियोहरू सर्च गर्नुपर्छ अरे त्यो ओल्ड सिस्टम कम्प्युटरको सिस्टममा अनि त्यो वर्ड भएको भिडियोहरू आउँछ अरे अनि त्यो सुन्दै हामीले स्टोरी चाहिँ पिस अफ पिस गर्दै चाहिँ होइन वी निड टु मेक अ स्टोरी आउट अफ इट वी निड टु फाइन्ड आउट वाट ह्यापन टु सम गाई अप्यारेन्टली है त भिएनआरपी आज नजाने यार हामी त्यसैले नै यो हट स्टोरी टाइटलै हट स्टोरी छ होइन कि अर्कै छ हाम्रो नामै त्यो हर स्टोरी राखेर आएको कारणै त्यही हो है आइएम सरी है स्टार्ट ल हेर दिस इज लाइक क्राइम सल्भिङ हो है यो को हर हुने थाहा हुन्छ तिमीलाई हरर होइन मर्डर होइन सर्च ल यति छ यहीँबाट सुरु गर्ने होइन बन्द गर्न मिल्छ यो है गेमै हुँदो रहेछ मैले त त्यहाँ साइडमा त्यो .txt फाइल छ नि यो नि खोल्न मिल्छ इन्ट्रोडक्सन टु लजिक डेटाबेस Computer technology is a backbone of modern police work. The logic database is one of the many funding efforts to digitize the work. पुरानो रहेछ it is coming here. Computer will continue to be the most valuable. The database contains footage transferred from existing homicide and serious crime tape archived at Portsmouth होइन UK मा रहेछ It has been automatically sorted using our ASR technology audio वाला रहेछ Each statement made by the individual person is stored separately so that they can be tracked for submission to the court. The audio has been digitally photographed and content of attached to each clip. To retrieve clips, type in search robbery into search field, click search and the database will return all the clips in which the speaker uses the word. To narrow the search, use multiple words. Robbery supermarket. If you are working from a printed transcript, you can even use inverted comma. Yes, I was there. अनि खालको होइन ओके रियली रियली
म पनि जान्छु
को जान्छु
हरर त होइन हरर होइन के
हरर होइन
हरर नै खेल्नु है भन्दैछ
hack.in के हो मान्छेको अनुहार बनाएको छ त्यहाँ क्र्याक्स विथ क्लास के हो ओके फर्स्ट है त क्लिक गर्ने हो प्ले युजर टेक्स्ट ब्ल्याङ्क रे नि त
You think it's murder? I mean, clearly it's murder. What can I do to help?
यति मात्रै छ मर्डर 11 सेकेन्डको यो के छ 12 सेकेन्डको प्ले
Yeah, that's me. But February, that was months ago. What's that got to do with Simon's murder?
साइमन होइन साइमन एन्ड मर्डर याद राखौँ है एउटा नोट प्याड पनि
I
अन
didn't
राख्नुपर्ने
murder
छ
Simon. You've got it wrong. You've got the wrong person.
ओके यु गट द रङ पर्सन आई डिडन्ट मर्डर
डेट पनि हेरौँ त डेट कहिले गरेछ
3794
7th मा छ त्यो फर्स्टमा कहिले बोलाएर त्यसलाई
1794
फर्स्ट वान
थर्ड डेमा होइन 27/6 ओके फर्स्ट डेमा होइन ओके लास्ट 3794 1205 1126 मा ल
I'd like to speak to a lawyer now. You have no murder weapon.
विशम्बर
You
आयो
have nothing.
वेलकम विशम्बर जेसिएस क्रिमिनोलोजी मात्रै याद
The
आउँछ
stories
उसलाई
we've been telling each other.
बिपी जोकर भने ऊ हो के
Just that.
जेसिएस त्यही त
Story.
इन्ट्रोगेसन भिडियोजहरूको उयो पपुलर कति इन्सपायर्ड भएको छ है मान्छेहरू अहिले लाइक उसलाई क्रेडिट दिएर बनाउँछन्
ओके
JCS
सो यहाँ छ है हामीले के भने साइमन भनेर याद आयो म यहाँ एउटा उ गर्छु है यहाँ रिजु नोट प्याड नि खोल्छु है
मर्डर
होइन
अर मेबी फेब्रुअरी
साइमन मर्डर होइन
फेब्रुअरी पनि जस्ट इन केस
फेबमा देखेको यो लेखिराख्नुपर्छ कि यो चाहिन सक्छ ओके सो यहाँ मर्डर होइन के खोज्ने साइमन हान्न पनि एकचोटि हेर्छु
Accelerator त अगाडि छ
सर्च साइमन टन्न छ
अरु पनि
61 एन्ट्रिज फाउन्ड रे
Accelerator first 5 entries only. Okay. Simon अनि murder गरेर गरौँ त अलि डिफ्रेन्ट नाम चाहिँ आउँदैन
फरक आउँछ साइमन मर्डर 2 एन्ट्रिज फाउन्ड
दुईटा मात्रै अघि गएको त
Yeah, that's me.
ए यो भइहाल्यो
सुपरमार्केट पनि
यो पनि हामीले हेरेको छैन हैन
I didn't murder Simon. You've got it wrong. You've got the wrong person.
के खोज्ने त
सुपरमार्केट पनि खोज्नु छ
सर्च यो गेममा चाहिँ हामीले भिडियो हेर्दै पत्ता लगाउने हो
क्या
क्या
एउटा आयो
ओके सुपरमार्केट कहिले हो 6:30 मा है 27 फर्स्ट डे थियो
Not really.
टाइम पनि याद
He
आएन
would go to the pub. He had his drinking buddies there, but no one ever really came back to the house. Sometimes Eric, his boss, and his wife would come over for dinner. That would be us returning the favour. Diana's a really good cook.
So
Into
second
her
this
trendy
is,
ingredients.
still June मा
And the last time Simon cooked something off MasterChef, he got the recipe off Ceefax, and I did my Lloyd Grossman bit, commenting from the sidelines. I had to find fennel from the supermarket.
relaxed
Have you ever eaten fennel?
चिल तरिकाले के गरिरहेछ है
looks very relaxed
युजर ट्याग्स
okay can we go February month
यसरी जान मिल्दैन नि त्यसरी तिमीले सर्च गरेरै पुग्नुपर्छ कि यहाँ यु क्यान नट जस्ट सर्च लाइक फेब्रुअरीको भिडियो भनेर हेर्न मिल्दैन कि
हैन के ट्यागमा चाहिँ February भनेको
ए ओके तिमीले भने जस्तै मलाई चाहिँ साइमन भनेरै सुन्न मन लाग्यो पहिला
हेरिहाल्नु मैले साइमनमा छ भने थाहा भयो नि त देयर लट अफ भिडियोज पनि
फेब्रुअरी ओके यहाँ छ
एउटा हेरिसक्यो
Well, I don't know. I probably had to pop out and get something. That's why I was speeding. And that wouldn't have been
Hello,
noted on
Godo.
my timesheet. But I really can't remember back to February.
ओके फेब्रुअरीको याद छैन भनेर भन्नु होइन एउटै घटना छ फर्स्ट उसमा
इच फुटेज कुन टाइमको भनेर पनि याद गर्नुपर्ने हामीले है तर ठिकै छ लेट्स गो टु साइमन
क्वेरी यो छ हाम्रो होइन साइमनबाटै सुनौँ न पहिला
हेलो सुबास डस्क वुड गेम राम्रो छ यो भन्दा अरे
डस्क वुड एमसी सो अब यो अहिले डाउनलोड भइसकेको छ त्यसपछि खोजौँला है एमसी
साइमनको जिउँदै रहेछ त को रहेछ अर्को फेरि भनेछ साइमनकै रह्यो
ओके प्ले है त
आशिष
6:18 मा ल फर्स्ट भेट्यो है रिजु फर्स्ट फाइभ लेखक जी इज हियर
Simon Smith. He works at Ernst Brothers Glass. They do
Oh,
windows, all kinds of glass.
Ernst Brothers Glass
Simon does the more special work. Mirror making, feature windows, artistic things. Really beautiful things.
के भनेको थिएँ मैले सुरुको
उसको नाम
Simon
He
Smith.
works in
He works at Ernst Brothers Glass.
Ernst
They do
Brothers
windows,
Glass
all kinds
Okay.
of glass.
अर्न्स
Simon does
ब्रदर
the
ग्लास होइन यहाँ लेखेर है साइमन स्मिथ अर्न्स
spelling मिलेन
इआरएनएसटी हो
Ernst
Okay.
Brothers
ग्लास हो ओके वर्किङ होइन वर्क त्यहाँ छ है
Don't
यसको
like him, my lord. Simon भने त Simon says
Simon is 6 foot, darkish blonde hair,
Average.
average build,
ओके टल
he's clean
रहेछ
shaven.
ओके
If his beard grows, it goes ginger, so he shaves it. I mean, not that there's anything wrong with ginger hair.
सुरुमा she was very
I bought a photo.
अँ
It's a spring photo.
conscious.
त्यहाँ हराएको हो कि साइमन
This was taken last year on holiday in Rome.
रोम नै गएको रहेछ उनीहरू है
So she went to the police herself.
अँ लुक्स लाइक इट
It's the Rockington Arms, the Rock. It's run by a nice couple, Peter and Susan. There's some other regulars there that Simon likes to drink with.
के हो रकिङ
The
ग्राउन्ड
bar
होइन
they have it sometimes. Helen.
पपको नाम
Peter said Simon had been in and had a few drinks.
पिटर भन्ने को रहेछ है त
Peter and Susan
है राखिराखौँ है यो
त्यो ठाउँको नाम पनि लेखौँ त
अँ
Yes, there's an Amstrad one. No one uses it for very much. There's a printer so you can write letters on it.
त्यसको बसको
Simon
नाम पनि
sometimes
त
plays
भनेको
games.
थियो एरिक भन्ने
Climb the tower, save the princess. That kind of thing.
एरिक भनेको छ है हामी यहाँ
त्यो बारको नाम पनि लिउँ
Simon isn't the type to run off
यो बेला हराएको है
or do
हेर
anything crazy.
18th तिर हिजो
सबै फर्स्ट दिनको त हो नि हैन
Or there must have been some kind of accident.
ओके एक्सिडेन्ट अहिलेसम्म पत्ता लाग्छ नि 18th सम्म है
So what do we do next?
हामी टाइमलाइन बनाउनु पर्ने जस्तो लागिरहेको छ
पर्छ है त मैले बनाइरहेको छु यहाँ 18th के हो यो जुन हो जनवरी फेब्रुअरी मार्च अप्रिल मे जुन 94 सी सेज साइमन्स मिसिङ सबै लेखिराखौँ न अहिले बिस्तारै
डिस्क्राइब्स हिज
यो गेमको नाम हर स्टोरी हो यार
हाई कुशल इनसाइड खेलेछ नि हामीले अहिलेसम्म
एमसी सोले चाहिँ उसको दिदीको गिभ अवे गर्न थालेको छ दिदी भन्ने गेमको प्लिज चेकआउट गर्नु होला है
It's the Rockington Arms. The Rock.
रकिङटन नाम छैन
It's run by a nice couple, Peter and Susan.
He went to
There's some other regulars there that some extra bit
arms Peter and
in the
Susan
bar they're having sometimes.
Peter and
Susan
Peter said Simon had been in and had a few drinks.
Susan
a
हैन
few drinks
ठिक छ
under influence
ओके अब के खोज्ने छ रकिङटन आर्म्स खोजौँ त हँ एउटा मात्रै छ there's nothing else Peter there's only one with Peter केही कामै भएन के अनि अफिसको नाम
Ernst Brothers
अर्न्स पनि एउटा मात्रै छ लिटरली के पनि हामीले खोजे के पनि युजफुल छैन अहिलेसम्म के खोज्ने
bar
हेलो रेज टु बेट
bar bar भनेर खोजेँ त जस्ट
बार ओके बार 5 entries found
ओके
फर्स्ट जुलाई हो है यो
Are you sure?
So
What would you
right
be doing in
after-
Oxford if there was no conference?
You
I
can't
remember
go-
calling him. He said it was boring and he spent most of the time at the bar.
यो चाहिँ हाम्रो फर्स्टमा हेरेकोमा सेकेन्डमा
यो अक्सफोर्डमा भेट्यो है यो वाइ वाज इन अक्सफोर्ड भनेर बुझ्यो त्यो रिजु
सो
फर्स्ट जुलाईको वालामा हेरौँ है यो चाहिँ 18 जुन होइन यो चाहिँ फर्स्ट जुलाईवाला उसमा होइन अक्सफोर्ड
सुरुको ब्लू ड्रेसमा बिचमा पनि छ है
अक्सफोर्ड यही हो।
है लास्टको जुन लास्टतिरको टर्ने छ है
यो कहाँ हो 3rd जुलाई है यो
So I moved out. Got a small bed set. Got my tattoo to mark the occasion.
मुभ आउट पनि गरेर रहेछ
I was singing in a bar in the evenings. So I had some money, enough money to cover my rent. And I've been doing something similar ever since.
कस्तो गाह्रो क्या हो यति सानो सानो के गर्ने यार
Roots. I don't exist.
moved out Oxford
सो सी मुभड आउट 3rd जुलाईकोमा होइन लेखिराख्नु न सी कन्फेसेस सी मुभड आउट होइन अब यहाँ के अक्सफोर्ड हान्ने हो अक्सफोर्डमा मरेछ भनेको छ नि त रिजु एकचोटि हेरिहालौँ है
There was a conference, something to do with double glazing, in Oxford.
अक्सफोर्ड ओके कन्फरेन्स
It was supposed to be a secret. Just because Simon is dead doesn't mean I have to give up all his secrets.
ओके के सिक्रेट रहेछ
It doesn't have anything to do with what happened to Simon. No one murdered my husband because he
That's
cheated his expenses for a romantic weekend in Oxford.
के हो यसले चिट है यहाँ पर्ख 1st जुलाईको हो लेखिहालौँ है पर्ख न एउटा लेखिहाल्छु म कि रिजु होइन 1st जुलाईमा अक्सफोर्ड वेन्ट सी सेड he cheated his expenses to romantic get away in Oxford होइन ए भनेको ल तिमी भन के सर्च गर्ने हेलो
टाइम एन्ड हट्सको 30 ब्याक टु ब्याकै छ कि छैन
4:30 फिट सँगै लगातार हो कि
अक्सफोर्ड हामीले बारको सबै हेरेको छैन अघि न
बाह्रको अझै बाँकी छ ओके
यो लास्ट गरिसकेँ
He saw me singing one of my shows, pure chance. Not sure I remember what he was even doing there. Afterwards, I had a drink at the bar and he came over and we got talking. I knew who he was. Obviously, I knew who he was. But he didn't know who I was.
किन
He was fascinated by the likeness.
सुरुको भेटको कुरा
Guessed my name from my tattoo.
छु
Told me it was a palindrome. Well, that would impress me. I enjoyed talking to him.
what the heck is going
प्यालिन्ड्रोम रे प्यालिन्ड्रोम
It
भनेको
was
के हो रे?
amazing
प्यालिन्ड्रोम
to be
भनेको
able
यताबाट
to
उता
sit
उता यता एउटा
and
यस
interact and talk to him after all this time.
नाम लाइक एना
It was amazing.
He didn't tell me he was married.
ओके बिहा भइसकेको थियो
I'm not sure what he was thinking.
अनि अघि हस्बेन्ड भनेको थियो फेरि याद गरेको थियो
He later told me it was like he was dreaming.
he could have been married before and then met her
he told me he was married है सो यहाँ इन्ट्रेस्टिङ कुरा के भयो भन्दाखेरि तिमीले याद गर्यो भने अगाडि माई हस्बेन्ड भनेको छ उसले है अगाडि on first she says his husband होइन पछि भेट्दाखेरि
रिभर्स गर्दा नि सेम नि लाइक एना
नेम एना जस्तो एना के हुन्छ his नाम इज प्यालिन्ड्रोम होइन
मैले
And
सेम
he is
त्यसरी
married?
गरे के
he knows her
के गर्यो
ए she knows
तर आई थिंक शी इज डिस्क्राइबिङ देयर फर्स्ट मिटिङ के त्यसमा चाहिँ
doesn't know her तर यसको नि केही होला कि उसलाई चिनाएको छैन कि तर यसले किन चिनिरहेको छ त्यहाँ
ओके नेक्स्ट कीवर्ड
Nothing else happened that night. We talked. Then I said goodbye. Then next week I was singing the bar again, and
हेलो
There he
निखिल के छ
was. again the next week. He offered to buy me a meal.
ओके I'll search tattoo
I told him I had already eaten.
एन्ड म्यारिड
So
पनि
we got chips and egg on the beach instead. When we said goodbye, he asked me to kiss him. Romantic.
ओके लास्ट
No. I told her it was one of my boyfriends, someone I had met in the bar.
I told her
I think she was happy. But I could tell she was thinking, why couldn't it happen to her and Simon? They were the ones with the real life. Why not them?
के भने यसले भयो है
टाइम कति फरक छ हेरौँ त त्यसको र त्यसमा यसकोमा
11:55 पनि छ यो 11:56 58 मा छ
4 मिनेटमा
57 2 मिनेट्स छ
ए
I told her it was one of my boyfriends.
कसैलाई
someone I had
भेटिएले
met in the
बिचमा
bar. I think she was happy. But I could tell she was thinking, why couldn't it happen to her and Simon? They were the ones with the real life. Why not them?
So somebody was jealous of the relationship.
हर भनेर छैन है यो त्यो थर्ड वालामा है 37 एन्ट्री फाउन्ड रे तर हर भनेर
छ त
5 वटा मात्रै छ कि हर भनेर ल फर इक्जाम्पल यो 27th जुनमा
Okay. There's a girl and she's staring out of the window. She's sad. She's trapped. She's here.
यसको
She's looking out the window because her mother won't let her out.
इभ्यालुएसन मेन्टल
मेन्टल इभ्यालुएसन गरेर सिकेको सो 27th मा साइको हो कि भनेर सोचिरहेको छ मान्छेहरूले
It's Rapunzel. The story starts when she's born. Mother Gothel, a witch, takes Rapunzel from her parents and keeps her locked up in this tower. Rapunzel gets pregnant by the prince, and Mother Gothel is furious, so she cuts off her hair and throws
यसको
it.
बडी ल्याङ्ग्वेज हेर्दा यो
Actually,
दिदी
her hair's
मर्डर
on short hair,
यो
so
दिदी मर्डर
that's already happened.
So
Hi,
she
She
knows quite
throws her
well.
into the
Hi,
wilderness,
Nikhil.
and Rapunzel is reunited with the prince, who's blind, but she kills him with her tears and so.
सर मिस्टर इटानी
Is that too much?
मलाई सबै थाहा छ रपुन्जलको बारेमा बा
त्यो सबै थाहा
मलाई पनि थाहा छैन यो सकिया छ
She's crying, I guess. She's sad because she thought she saw her husband with another woman.
She's sad because she saw.
It's okay because she finds out it wasn't her husband, it was his brother.
Okay.
ट्विन ब्रदर पनि छ
Twin. यसको ट्विन ब्रदर होइन, यसको ट्विन सिस्टर पनि हुन सक्छ.
And did you notice like सुरुमा she dresses very well and she's well put together सुरुको क्लिप्समा she
पछि उ चेन्ज नै गरेछ.
हुन्छ नि dresses more casually, her hair is all distraught.
Okay. She's being chased. They're trying to catch her
आन्सर चाहिँ कसरी पत्ता लगाउने हो?
she did something bad. I guess she broke the rules.
ए मर्डर जस्तो लाग्यो भनेको
Or maybe they think she did something bad.
हुन सक्छ.
Maybe it wasn't her fault.
No,
She
no,
looked
it's
scared.
It's okay, Anmol.
युट्युबलाई मुद्दा हाल.
Maybe it was mistaken identity.
Sorry, I didn't listen to it. के भने?
I guess she broke the rules.
अघि go.
Okay. She's being chased. They're trying to catch her because she did something bad.
She's describing
Guess.
herself.
She broke the rules.
Is this something bad?
Or maybe they think she did something bad.
Maybe
She's trying
it
to
wasn't her
project.
fault. She looks
She
scared.
killed Simon
Guilty.
in self-defense.
Maybe it was mistaken identity.
मिस्टेकन आइडेन्टिटी कि अघिदेखि कुरा भइरहेछ.
Did they catch her there? I don't know.
Okay.
So यसको पनि उ गरौँ त टाइम उ गरौँ त यसको टाइम फेरि दिइहालौँ. When was this? 27th.
27 जुन होइन?
She 27 June evaluation.
जुन मेन्टल इभ्यालुएसन होइन?
Mistaken
identity.
Projection of her own. त्यो one more last त्यो क्लिप पनि रहेछ त्यहाँ.
छैन त.
Can you go back?
ट्विनहरु खोजे के मैले.
या बट एउटा क्लिप छुट्यो कि त्यहाँ हामी के थियो अघिको ट्याग
अघिको हेर्नु मिल्छ नि. हर हानौ अनि ट्विन हानौ है त.
सिधै दिनु भनेर.
I cleanse her, I dust every week, maybe less. I once asked Eleanor how often I should dust, and she said, if people ask, tell them once a week, but every few weeks is okay.
नमस्ते
I think
सेवक.
she was just trying to make
मेरो
me
मिम
feel
हेरेको थियौ
better.
हामीले.
I mean, when I was there, she was hoovering every day, ran an ordered
सेवक
house.
राष्ट्र सेवक.
You know how that generation is putting on a brave
हाई
front.
सेवक.
She has secret stashes of cigarettes. Doug doesn't even know she
डग
smokes.
भनेको फेरि न.
Eleanor
When I was there, I saw her. She has these sort of porcelain vases, ornamental,
Talking bullshit.
next to the Reader's Digest books. Cigarettes inside. And she still has them. And last time I was there, I looked in a vase. There was a fresh pack.
Eleanor dog
I
होइन?
mean, all those years of marriage.
So Eleanor
She still
and
has a
dog
secret
are like
like
बिहेकै कुरा आइरहेछ अरे. ओके एलेनर र डग 30th जुनमा होइन यहाँ त्यसको अर्को डेट निकालौँ है. 30th जुन.
Eleanor dog the
एलेनर होइन?
no
डग होइन?
cigarettes
सिक्रेट्स
of cigarettes.
सिक्रेट्स म्यारेज होइन? अनि हामीले त्यसो के खोज्यौँ अघि मैले तिमीलाई?
twin
ट्विनमा हेर्नु मन लाग्यो मलाई, किनभने त्यसले जहिले पनि ट्विन मिस्टेकन आइडेन्टिटी भने नि त. त्यसैले चाहिँ मलाई ट्विन खोज्न मन छ होइन? The latest episode of Blind Date is a masterpiece though. I mean legit masterpiece. It continues on the episode you left on. कुन चाहिँ हो यार?
क्या हो?
हेर्न मन लाग्यो यार.
Twins.
ट्विन्स हो.
Really? Are you really asking me that question?
के छ त्यो 19th मा.
AGS M2D thank you for the donation होइन?
Oh AGS hello.
हेलो, उसले चाहिँ MTC को बारेमा बोल्नुस् भनेको छ. मैले एउटा लाइभमा बोलेको थिएँ यार मैले लाइभमा बोलेको थिएँ AGS.
Twins.
यति मात्रै. ओइ खोइ किन देखाइरहेछ भिडियो? Are we almost finding the answer?
Florence took me home with her.
देखाउँछ भनेछ
त्यस्तै छ
Mother hadn't
त्यस्तो
been expecting twins and had a healthy baby. I guess she was just happy for Florence to clean up. Take. Florence took me home with her. Mother hadn't been expecting twins and had a healthy baby.
Thank you AGS म पछि कुरा
I guess she
गरौँला
was
है
just happy for Florence to clean up. Take away the evidence that this was anything but a happy occasion.
कहाँ थियो एजिएस तिमी यत्रो दिन
AGS गेम खेलिरहेको थियो पब्जीमा देखिरहेको थिएँ मैले
हो
ओके
मिस थियो
There were always princes and princesses. They were the special people, more
Thank you,
important than the
yes.
other characters in their stories. We knew we were like that.
We were like that
Twins.
twins
Magical.
okay
We were the princesses.
okay so twins छ
We had a poster of Princess Diana from the newspaper up in our attic.
सजिलै
Had a
क्या
private place.
रहेछ
And underneath we used to put all our special things.
सो ट्विन
When
रहेछ
her engagement was
So मलाई के लाग्छ थाहा
announced,
छ?
we were obsessed with
एउटा
everything she
चाहिँ
did.
नर्मल केटी हो अर्को चाहिँ ट्विन
And
हो
later, when her life
Double
was
life.
so bad,
सो
we felt for her.
these are interviews of two different people होला
हुन सक्छ
Divorce
yes
last year just kind of
So
drew a line under
so
things.
one dresses very differently from the other क्या
अँ।
हुन्छ नि one dresses in very bright formal
कपालहरू सबैमा एउटै छ फर इक्जाम्पल हेर है यो इफ यु लुक एट 27 छ होइन रिजु 37 छ होइन बट इफ यु लुक एट
सुरुको she has her hair tied
फेब हेरौँ है त फेब्रुअरी भनेर
imposter
1 फर्स्ट होइन इम्पोस्टर हो क्या हो यार स्प्लिट पर्सनालिटी नै हुनसक्छ एक्ज्याक्टली
हुनसक्छ
हामी तर ट्विन्स खोज्दाखेरि याद गरेँ तिमीले त्यहाँ भिडियो आइरहेको थियो रिजु ट्विन खोजिरहेको थिएँ अनि इफ यु लुक एट दिस
Twins? Really? Are you really asking me that question?
कहाँ छ video?
अघि आएको थियो याद गरेको थियौ
Are you out of your mind? Twins?
अघि आएको थियो यार यहाँ एकचोटि स्ट्रिम पिछा गरेर हेर्ने हो त्यहाँ आथिकै आएको थिएन यार स्ट्रिम पछाडि गरेर हेरौँ त
यो पछाडिको त्यो रिफ्लेक्सन थिङ्गी भने हो तिमीले
हो र
त्यो पछाडि छ नि त्यो एउटा
ए त्यो आएको होला सिस्टर हान्नु भयो त ल यसको गिटार बजाइरहेछ त यार
You want me to play something?
है गिटार लिएर आएको छ यो
I'm not the world's greatest guitar player. Okay? Probably needs tuning.
जो जसले हेरिराख्नुहुन्छ 32 अफ यु थ्याङ्क यू फर बिङ हियर
Are you having
I've had a
fun?
traditional ballad.
ट्रेडिसनल ब्यालेन्स सिस्टरको बारेमा छ कि यो गीत आएको थियो भिडियो होइन सब फेन पिक्चर आएको थियो कि एक्ज्याक्टली
There were two sisters came walking by the sea. Oh, the wind and the rain. The eldest one pushed the other one in.
ओ माई गॉड
Oh, the dreadful wind and
मैले दिइरहेको छु हिन रिजु
see they both had a love for the
क्या एउटै मान्छे बिहे गरे हो
आउँथ्यो
Oh, the wind and the rain,
but
the only care
for the youngest one.
That's why the old one got
Now the dreadful wind.
she killed her sister. It's not about Simon, it's about her sister's mother.
Simon has more of it.
Oh, the wind
Both
and
of
the
them
rain.
ruined.
With a pretty little
Hey, romantic
face and
weekend.
long blonde hair. Oh, the dreadful wind
What if, like, the Simon thought he's taking her sister, but was
pushed her
taking
in
Oh.
and held her down.
And she's acting like his sister. Huh?
Watched her as
All good
she
men, Salvin.
slowly
Oh my god, so many things यार हेर सिस्टरलाई नि मार्यो उसलाई नि मार्यो अनि उसले चाहिँ सिस्टरलाई अज्युम गर्यो भन्नु सक्छ कि क्यारेक्टर ओ माई गड हुनसक्छ है दिस इज टर्निङ आउट इन्ट्रेस्टिङ
exam राम्रोसँग पढ्नु है तिम्रो exam छ भने लाइभबाट गइहाल
Out comes the captain's son. Oh, the wind and the rain.
फर्स्ट जुलाई होइन सुनिरहेको छ हामीले होइन 1 जुलाईमा के भएको थियो यसको अक्सफोर्डमा हो सिङ सङ अबाउट सिस्टर किलिङ होइन
सिस्टर किलर
अक्सफोर्ड वेन्ट सी चिटेड एक्सपेन्सेस टु रोमान्टिक गेट अवे इन अक्सफोर्ड नि भनेको छ अनि किलिङको नि कुरा गरेको छ है रिजु याद गर्नु यो लामो भिडियो थियो ओके 34 सेकेन्ड्सको अर्को भिडियो छ
When she went home, Sam had a birthday tea waiting. Afterwards, she told Simon about me, told him I was pregnant. She wanted me to move in with them, this sister he didn't know she had.
Exactly, बुझ्यौ
She knew that instant. The look on his face.
ए त्यसले एउटै हो ठानेको थियो होला
So she
उही भर्खरै देख्यौ
के
त्यो भिडियोपछि फुटफुट गरेर साउन्ड आयो कि फेरि के एउटा देयर इज सम पजल हेयर के
When she went
left
home,
with Simon.
Sam had a
Pretending.
birthday tea waiting.
That
Afterwards, she told Simon about me, told him I was
she's her
pregnant.
sister and she's pregnant
She wanted me to
with
move in with
his
them,
baby.
this sister.
ड्याम फेरि देखायो है एक्ज्याक्टली
मैले मिस गरेँ नि
अब
She knew
देखाउँदैन
that
के
instant.
हजुर
यहाँको बत्ती त्यहाँ बल्दै रहेछ है ट्युबलाइट
कहाँको
यहाँ बलिरहेको ट्युबलाइट ओ
होइन यहीँ गेम भित्रको ट्युबलाइट हो यो
त्यो त त्यसको ऊको होइन त्यसको इन्टिग्रेसन रुमको ट्युबलाइट होइन त्यो
त्यो ब्याकग्राउन्डमा त्यही छ होला कि अड्क्या होला सो बेसिकली यसले सिस्टरको बारेमा प्रेग्नेन्टको बारेमा है रिजु प्रेग्नेन्ट भन्ने ठाउँमा है प्रेग्नेन्ट कहिलेको यो डेट 307 3 जुलाईमा सी
मलाई के
कन्भेन्स
लाग्छ I
मुभ आउट
think she slept with Simon pretending she was her sister and has been pregnant and pregnant.
सिस्टर इन्ट्रोड्युस्ड होइन
She's a sister killer.
introduced her to husband होइन probably Simon
And she's pregnant.
and she's pregnant like he pregnant
Okay,
Okay.
let's search pregnant.
next यहाँ सही है
Back, yes,
19
She
seconds
sent him out the house.
she sent him out kicked him out that day
Called me up, crying, and I went round. I guess I had a feeling I could hear something was wrong in her voice, but I wasn't sure what it was. She called me sister on the phone. She
Finally.
never calls me that.
कति बजे हो
So.
देखायौ
We're close.
we're close Riju sister
When she went home,
11:58 फुट होइन
Simon had
अनि त्यसै उसले किक आउट गरेर होइन किक्ड आउट साइमन एज वेल किक्ड आउट साइमन एज वेल मलाई हेर्नु थाल्यो कि रिजु यहाँ किक आउट
My sister is gone. And she's never coming back.
Oh my god. Sister is gone and say
Sister is gone.
gone and never coming back. Exactly. Creepy त छ तर इन्ट्रेस्टिङ छ कि यो यस्तो यस्तो गेम त खेल्नु पर्यो नि टाइम टाइममा होइन होइन दिजु अब के खोज्ने यहाँ हामीले
Pregnant.
पिआरजी अनि ओके
Pregnant.
ओ माई गड 10 इन्ट्रेस्ट फाउन्ड लिमिटेड टु फर्स्ट 5 मात्रै छ यो फर्स्ट वालामा 25th को
I got pregnant.
आई गट प्रेग्नेन्ट
Both our parents had a big powwow. We weren't even in the room. And they decided we should get married.
Al's listening हो रे ए ट्याटु पनि खोजौँ भनेर चाहिँ
ओके
के भन्यो यसले
यसले के भन्यो आई गट प्रेग्नेन्ट
पेरेन्ट्स आर
I
ह्याप्पी
got pregnant. Both our parents had a big powwow.
हाने
We
हालेर
weren't even in the room. And they decided we should get married.
तर अब यो
This is the sister.
sister otherwise why would she be married the guy Simon is already married to someone else Riju त्यो कहिलेको हो यो 25th जुन होइन 25th जुनमा हाम्रो के छ 18th पछि है अगाडिको टाइम आयो 25th जुन one of the sister got
Married and
pregnant.
Who is this sister?
Who is this
And
sister?
again, she dresses very differently from Uya.
Hmm.
Look at her dresses. Look at her hair. It's
अब
very
यो फेरि हामी
tidy. It's
yes
boring, but it's tidy.
27th है अब फेरि
Yes, I'm fine.
She looks nervous.
प्रेग्नेन्ट भएको भए त
Oh, I was sick again.
No.
This happens some days.
Wakirasele morning sickness.
I'm pregnant.
Usi.
It's morning sickness.
Tell you.
रिजु 27th मा ल है त हेर दुईटा प्रेग्नेन्सी छ यहाँ एउटाको प्रेग्नेन्सी भइसकेको छ 25 जुनमा जुलाईमा
Why is she telling barambar?
I got pregnant. Both our parents had a big
we should
powwow.
get married भन्ने
We
हैन
weren't
त्यो
even in the room.
अनि 27th मा मर्निङ सिकनेस हैन यहाँ सो 27 मा मेन्टल इभ्युलेसन मिस्टेकन आइडेन्टिटीको कुरा नि गर्थ्यो अनि
There are two different people giving this.
मर्निङ सिकनेस है
Why is she telling again and again?
Well,
यस
yes.
ओके
He found out on my birthday.
ट्रिपलेट हो
I told him I was pregnant.
Okay.
When I arrived in Glasgow, I was exhausted. The streets were empty. I was driving badly. And I hit a taxi. Not a big crash, just paintwork. The guy was so pissed off because I didn't have a driving license on me. But when I told him I was pregnant, he made sure I got to the hospital so they could check me out. It was fine.
के पनि छैन यसमा त
The hospital must have details when I was looked at.
Hospital.
There's a scratch on the car.
हस्पिटलमा होइन होइन ट्याटु भनेको छ उसले है
That over here.
ए होइन ग्लासगोमा गएको थियो यो दिन भनेको सी सेड सी ह्याड गन टु ग्लासगो
And hit a taxi.
ट्याक्सी हिट एन्ड हस्पिटल है याद गर्नु पऱ्यो नि यहाँ दुईवटा एक्स्ट्रा हामीले नहेरेर चाहिँ ट्याटुको अगाडिको
No, he doesn't have any tattoos.
यति मात्रै हो
He has a scar down here near his stomach. Past his
हेलो रिकेश
cut himself with some glass. That was before, a long time ago. He looks just like the photo. He's not got his glasses on here though. He takes them off with the camera. But he needs them to see
18th
properly.
file.
You know, he has to read
यो हराएको दिन त होइन
newspaper or a menu in a restaurant. Not book so much or watching TV. He likes TV.
ओके केही छैन ट्याटुको होइन 17 मा फेरि
Oh, my tattoo. I got it to express my individuality. It's an apple and a snake.
अनि यहाँ त नामै छैन त रिजु प्यालेन्ड्रोम हुनलाई
त्यो प्यालेन्ड्रोम खोज्यो त एक्चुअली यही कुरा गर्छ क्या हो यहीले गराउँछ प्यालेन्ड्रोम
यहाँ नि रहेछ है
My name is Hannah. H-A-N-N-A-H. It's palindrome. It reads the same backwards as forwards. It doesn't work if you mirror it though. It's not quite symmetrical, but well, you get the idea. Sorry.
1806
Smith. I live at 31 Gladstone Street.
स्मिथ साइमन स्मिथ
हानाको बिहे भएको रहेछ
त्यसको 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 This is the sister. This is the younger sister. Hannah is the younger sister. I'm sure.
माई नेम इज हाना स्मिथ होइन
He saw me singing
भेटा
one of
दिनु
my
कुरा हो
shows. Pure chance.
क्या हाना स्मिथ
Not sure I remember what
होइन
it was.
यसले हाना स्मिथकै कुरा गरेछ
Hannah.
हर नेम इज
Hannah Smith. This is the younger sister, I feel. What do you think, guys?
हेलो रिकेश हेलो सक्षम के हो नै थाहा छैन यार
I
मलाई यहाँ
forgot we are live for a second, guys. तिमीलाई जाला
क्विन टिप्लेट्स छ वाट इफ नट ट्विन्स बट क्विन टिप्लेट्स छ क्या अब मलाई त्यो त्यो हुनसक्छ
Possible.
तर हामी वेयर सो क्लोज वेन वेयर सर्चिङ ट्विन्स के त्यो देखाइरहेको थियो कि भिडियो
He saw me singing one of my shows. Pure chance. Not sure I remember what he was even doing there. Afterwards, I had a drink at the bar and he came
pregnant
over.
भनेपछि
We
डेलिभरी
got
गराउला
talking. I knew who he was. Obviously, I knew who he was. But he didn't know who I was. He was fascinated by the likeness.
Hannah and Anna.
He guessed my name from my tattoo. Told me it was a palindrome, well, that would impress me. I enjoyed talking to him.
बुझ्यो यो त्यो केटी होइन रिजु
There are
To
two
be able
different
to
people.
त्यो हाना होइन त्यो हाना फरक हो यो एना फरक हो यो एना होला
all his time.
Probably Anna.
सक्छ?
He was fascinated by
Anna
the
was
likeness भनेछ बुझ्यो
सेम छ ट्विन्स हो कि यिनीहरू पनि सेम
Simon fucking knows कि it was two different people and still fucked her
and then he went to Oxford but
with
probably
Anna.
he thought so let's find out ल Hannah यहाँ रहेछ
What if
हातमा।
Hannah killed Anna?
हुन सक्छ हेरौँ है त 48 seconds Hannah को 30 जुनमा यो ओके म यहाँ तपाईँहरूलाई भनिदिइहाल्छु है जस्ट इन केस वाट इज ह्यापनिङ वी आर सल्भिङ अ क्राइम
I think
we think at least this is a crime भनेर
it's definitely a crime. A crime has been committed and we solve it.
डेभिल दाईको फेस्टिभल भयो मैले डेभिल दाईको उसको कम्प्युटर बेचेँ हो मलाई थाहा छ यार उसको कम्प्युटर बेचेँ मैले हो डेभिललाई
मैले म साउनी हो
साइमन देवेन्द्रले कि ओके यो अर्कै केटी हो ल हजुर हेना गरेर देखिस् इभ palindrome Eve
Okay, got it. त्यसले पछि देखायो नि त्यो ट्याटुमा के छ स्याउ र साप छ Eve, Adam and Eve, with the snake and the apple, the devil's garden of Eden. अनि त्यसको ट्याटु इन्डिभिजुअलिटी एक्सप्रेस गर्नलाई त्यो कसकोमा थियो त्यो ट्याटु चाहिँ
त्यो केटी कालो निलो कपडा लाथ्यो क्या त्यसले
देखाउ त
त्यो केटीको हातमा छैन नि हेर न ट्याटु
अँ
ए छोप्या होला यो यहाँ हेरौँ न यहाँ यो यसमा लाइट टेस्ट ल्याएको छ कि लाइट हिटेर ल्याएको छ है
Yes, my name is Hannah Smith.
ओके
Oh,
थर्ड
shit. Sorry.
लाइट डिटेक्टरमा यसले ह्याना भएर लाइफ बाँचिरहेको थियो रिजु सी इज नट ह्याना सी इज इभ सी अलरेडी किल ह्याना ड्याम इभ
Across the road, where my parents first lived there, was a midwife called Florence. When Hannah was born, I was born at the same time.
ओके यस
The midwife was there to help. I'd been throttled by the
यो
cord,
इभ हो
probably wrapped around my neck by Hannah. The midwife told my mother I was dead. But I wasn't. She wrote all this stuff in a diary. Amazing what people will admit to on paper.
त्यो फ्लोरेन्सले यसलाई लिएर गयो ओइ आयो त्यो
देख्यौ
फ्लोरेन्सले त्यसलाई त्यो मर्यो भनेर लिएर
गयो
She recognized me from the window.
इभ नि प्यालेन्ड्रोम एक्ज्याक्टली म हेर्छु यसपछि है यो पछि इभ खोज्छौँ
And she hid me. They had made the attic into a place where Hannah could play. There was a dollhouse.
She describes all this
She
like she
hid
was
me
not
up
part of
there.
the family. Yeah.
No one else ever went into the attic. It was her place.
ओके
She always had this animosity with Hannah.
इभ हान है ओके 4वटा भिडियो 30th उसमा है
Well, my friend Eve.
My friend?
I mean, she was a friend from when I was a kid. And she was always more popular with the boys. And I used to hate
This
her.
is Hannah होला क्या
I mean, really hate her sometimes.
यो झुटो बोलिरहेको छ अहिलेसम्म यसले ह्याना भएरै लाइफ जिरहेको छ कि
अनि इभ चाहिँ उसको साथी भन्दैछ
Yes.
ओइ गुन्डाजी जाऊ
Read
पढ
fact. We fought on the beach once, and I held Eve's head underwater. There was no
Gunda
one else
prasad
around.
pada pada
It
jau
was at the far end of the beach, and I held her head under, and I kept it out. And for a moment, I just wanted to kill her and watch her drown.
पहिला ड्राउनिङको कुरा गरेको छ त्यसले गीतमा
But that was it. It was just a moment. We made up afterwards. It was a love-hate relationship.
यो यसलाई सोचेर ह्यानाको बारेमा सोचे होला कि यसले 7 एन्ट्रिजमा टप 5 भनेपछि एटलिस्ट धेरै पायौँ हामी
Police station. Yeah. When I was young, we ran away on my birthday. Bob Dylan was playing in London, and we thought we could break into his tour bus and have him take us with him. The taxi driver we paid to drop us off. I mean, we saved money.
ए हो विजय साईले आज राम्रो भयो विजय साईले त्यो
It was suspicious
लेखायो
that we
भने
were so young,
गुड फर
so
हिम
he told the police. So they came and picked us up and took me back to Portsmouth. My mum picked me up from the station. But I blamed everything on my friend Eve. So my parents let me off.
यो त एकै दिनको भयो लिटरली है यहाँ यो डेको अलि पछाडि गएर है थर्डको
My mother called me Eve.
माई मदर कल मी इभ
फ्लोरेन्स खोज्दा थियो एकचोटि
यो इभ हो के ह्याना इभ दुईटा फरक फरक मान्छे भयो होइन
त्यो त बुझ्यो
यति याद राख 30 सम्म यसले ह्याना नै भइरहेछ थर्डतिर आएर इभको कुरा गरिरहेछ होइन यहाँ छ ओहो 30th को पायौँ थर्डको अझै पायौँ हामीले एक्स्ट्रा फुटेज
Florence raised me in her home. I never left it.
The
She came
midwife
outside.
took the other girl.
It wasn't odd for people to see a midwife with a baby, carrying in supplies, washing nappies, that sort of thing. I never knew any different.
हर स्टोरी हो
I grew
honest
up looking out of my window and seeing her across the road. I thought it was like a reflection in the mirror. She was me.
एकअर्कालाई देखेँ कि त्यसले फर्स्ट टाइम देखेँ कि ओ देख्यौ गेटिङ क्लियरर पिक्चर क्या
यस्तो भइरहेछ कि बेसिकली के सी फिल्स सी इज त्यसले सानो बेलामा पनि थियो नि सी त्यो जन्मिने बेलामा त्यसको ह्यानाको कोडले त्यसलाई गरिरहेछ भने नि सो सी अलवेज ह्याभ द्याट उयो कि
यसले ह्याना र
लाइक सी इज लिभिङ द लाइफ सी डिजर्भ्स भनेर के
so she's trying to take Simon from her so she kills her and him also I
a
guess
kind person,
was she killed
but she was broken, I guess. When I found her diary, I was
ए भाउजूको होइन यार गेम हो
found a
गेम
biscuit tin with other stuff. in
नो
it.
आइडिया हाउ डु वी फिनिश दिस गेम
finish the game I have no idea he has no idea
Letters.
काहीँ न काहीँ आउँछ त्यो भिडियो आइरहेछ भने पक्कै पुरै देखाउँछ होला कि
Her story was in there.
her story
I never really spoke to her about it. I was far too young to really understand. I guess I just put it together later, once I was older. She had loved children, planned to have a large family, but her husband died in the war.
हो त्यसैले मर्यो भनेर लिएर गए लोरेन्सले
She never felt like she could marry again.
ओके
Isn't that strange? She was a widow from her 20s. But, I mean, I guess it was different then. You know, you married for life and she felt she could never marry again. I guess it was harder, a war.
45 मिनट्स भित्र सिधाउनुपर्छ यो गेम है आउँछ 11 सम्म
One of the dead. I don't know, maybe there was more to it than that. I don't really know.
ओके यहाँ केही पनि आएन इन्ट्रेस्टिङ 5वटा क्लिप्स रहेछ ठ्याक्कै होइन फ्लोरेन्सको
No, it was just me and her. Eve was the name they were going to call their first child. They talked about it and were going to try when he came back. Florence's family had a history of firstborn girls, so they were convinced it was going to be a girl. It's hard to know if this is all true. These are stories I remember that I read when I was a child. Maybe I misread. Maybe I misunderstood.
क्यामेरा क्वालिटी ठिक छ नि हैन
Sometimes it's hard to remember what happened last week.
ओके
ठाउँको नाम हेर्ने हो पोर्ट्समाउथ
इभ र ह्याना सँगै गऱ्यो भने यसरी आउँछ भनेर कि नयाँ भिडियो
कलमले छुट्याउनु पर्छ भनेको
Mum and Dad had never had any reason to notice. They were always busy. If Hannah was eating a lot, they didn't mind. She didn't put on any weight. That girl has a healthy appetite.
ए दुईजना सँगै बस्न थालेपछि थाहा छ
If they heard us talking in the attic, they just thought it was Hannah playing one of her games, and that Eve was our imaginary friend. Once, she was already up and dressed and ready to go to school, and I snuck down for a piss. Mum saw me in my underwear, she went mad. Get dressed this instant! So I ducked into our bedroom, and seconds later, out came Hannah, dressed and ready.
ह्यानाले लुगाएर राखिरहेको रहेछ यसलाई
Mum was amazed.
आमालाई पनि थाहा थिएन है बुझ्यौ आमालाई पनि थाहा थिएन यार यसको
बा त्यही त धेरै खायो ए त्यसले टन्ना खाइरहेछ दुईजनाले खाइरहेछ नि यसको खाना होइन अनि माथि हल्ला भइरहेछ भने माथि
पर्समा आउँछ एउटा मात्रै छ पर्समा आउँछ अरू छैन
ओए
ड्याड खोजौँ न अब
Yeah. They'd gone to bed feeling ill, thinking it was flu or something. The neighbour called me, I had to use my key to let
हेलो
them in.
सन्जु
We found them dead in their bed.
को
And they'd been there for days. No one had noticed. Just awful. It was so soon after my miscarriage.
मिसक्यारेज नि भयो रहेछ ल
The worst year of my life. I'd been so happy to get married, and after that, it was just like, fuck.
बिहे नि भइसकेको थियो यो ऊ नै हो ह्याना नै हो यार यसो बुझ्यौ ओइ देख्यौ
Yeah. They'd gone to bed feeling ill, thinking it was flu or something. My key in their bed. Let them in. The neighbour called me, I had to use my key to let them in. Or something. The neighbour called me, I had to use my key to let them in. We found them dead in their bed.
ड्रेसेस लाइक दिस क्या
And they'd been there for days. No one had noticed.
कोही मर्यो कि यहाँ
Just awful.
जस्ट अफ बुझ्यौ
It was so soon after my miscarriage. The worst year of my life.
ओके ड्याड बुझ्यौ यो यहाँ केही कुरा बुझिरहेको छौ कोही मरिसक्यो कि ढोका खोल्दाखेरि चाबी
That's all that matters, really. The baby. Simon's dead. But the baby, that's how he will live on.
बेबी मिसक्यारेज हुने
Our
होइन
baby.
ओइ देखियो फेरि 15:56:39 निजो होइन 15:55:30 ऊ मऱ्यो साइमन मऱ्यो भने थाहा पायो है यहाँ हेर अब फेरि यहाँ ट्याटु छ
You're
स्नेक
reaching here. I don't know why. No, I've never cheated on anyone. I've never taken anything from anyone. Simon's dead. But I have my baby to care for. Why are you trying to make me sad? Why are you so obsessed with sex and
अफेयर लानु
affairs?
पऱ्यो है हेर्छ
You cheated on your wife. Is this your thing?
केही पनि देखाएन तर अफेयर भयो
चिटिङ
यो
पनि हाल्नु
27 चिटिङ अफेयर
Rehearsed?
रिहर्स्ड
You ask me the same question, you'll get the same answer.
ट्वेन भनेको बेला हो
Is
कि
that your evidence? Of course I thought about what happened then. It's all I've thought about.
दुईजना
My
मान्छेको
husband is
बोल्दैछ
dead.
ओके डेढ भन्ने शब्द 10 वटामा 5 वटा मात्रै हेर्न पाइयो होइन यो हेरिसक्यौँ डेढ हस्बेन्ड हामीले होइन
के हेर्नु भनेको थियो भर्खर
अफेयर ए अफियर भयो Okay.
An affair. Simon wasn't having an affair.
Okay. यहाँसम्म है.
What did your wife do? She didn't kill you. You think I killed Simon because he was having an affair? Well, I didn't kill him. I wasn't even there. I was in Glasgow worrying about whether my baby was still growing inside me.
Glasgow.
I mean, why would I kill Simon? I loved him.
ग्लासको कहाँ थियो यहाँ 27 जुनमा है त्यो मेन्टल इभ्यालुएसन भएको थियो नि यो फर्स्ट उसमा ओके
ग्लासको हस्पिटल
ओके ग्लासको 4 र 10 र एन्ट्री रहेछ
I got in the car and I drove.
27th मा हैन यो
I just kept driving north. Just kept going, just wanted to get as far away as I could. When I finally stopped, I was all the way up in Glasgow.
Okay.
I was so tired.
I had to go to sleep, okay? Yeah, keep on saying.
Yes. I got to Glasgow, I was exhausted, so I pulled
Okay,
over.
याद भयो I wasn't more दिन म ग्लासको गए भनेर भनेछ रिजु है अब मैले I'm making sense के उसको एलाबाई हो के म ग्लासको थियो भनेर गाडीमा हाने त्यहाँ डाक्टर पनि छ भनेर भनेछ के बुझ्यौ
फोन भनेपछि पे फोनबाट भनेपछि ऊ आउँदैन आफ्नो कल ड्रेस हुँदैन
Yeah, that's Simon's watch.
अनि अघि त्यसले ऊ पनि
It was a gift from Eric.
रेकर्ड पनि देख्छ
He got it this year. It was a wedding anniversary gift. Steel.
के हो यार यो
It would have been Diane who chose it. She has really nice taste. That time, you must eliminate me. I was in Glasgow then.
She's setting up the alibi.
No, I don't think so.
I was in Glasgow.
Glasgow was deserted that early in the
और
morning.
कोही भेटै छैन के अनि मेरो ठोक्की गाडीमा भनेर भने हैन हस्पिटल ओके
Asked the hospital.
आज त हस्पिटल ग्लासकोमा
I don't see how it's hard. We've established I was in Glasgow when he was killed. You've spoken with the hospital.
यति मात्रै छ के हो यो सो यिनीहरूले यसलाई नै शङ्का गरेर हामीले सर नि रिजु होइन वेयर इज जुनियर आई हेभ नो आइडिया अनुज के गर्नु त ग्लासगोमा नि होइन हस्पिटल नै होइन ट्याक्सी त्यो ऱ्यान्डमली होइन चिट ओके इन्ट्रेस्टिङ
Mum and Dad never knew what was going on. Got so good at it. We were so in sync that we'd use each other to cheat. If one of us had a hangover, the other one would go to school. Whoever was best at a subject would sit the exam.
अहिले नै एक्सचेन्ज गरेर होला मिलेर मारे भनेर सोच्छ
Between us.
थाहा छ
Some things one is better than the other at.
के खाने अब दुईटा मिलेर खोज गर्नु पर्यो नि त Take your time.
रमेश बिनमा के छ
Okay, hack.nf हो लेखियो के हो साइबर कोर्स भन्ने गेमको एड रहेछ के सर्च गर्ने यार
एनी आइडियाज स्विचिङ
ए यस्तो रहेछ एन्टी ग्लेयर फिल्टर हटाउनु मिल्दो रहेछ नि यस्तो ए ठिक छ यही लुक मन परिरहेछ तिमीलाई
स्विचिङ
केही छ
स्विचिङ प्लेसेस भन्दैछ
ओके छैन
वाच रे वाच
Simon and Eric arguing? No, I can't imagine they'd be arguing. And they get on so well. Unless it was something to do with work. Maybe Simon was being too much of a perfectionist. But I don't know. You should ask Diane.
डायनको 5 राउन्ड त क्लिप छ हामीले धेरै सो हेरिसक्यौँ
Eric was like an uncle to him. They were pretty close. They spend a lot of time with each other, especially when they have to go to conferences. Have you met his wife, Diane?
डायनको टन्न कुरा गरिरहेको छ
Diane is really nice. She helps out with the glaziers, organises the Christmas party, that sort of thing. They have 2 kids.
Mother हेर्ने
Really sweet kids.
हस् मदर हेर्छु
She used to look out for me when I worked there.
मदर टन्न 9 एन्ट्री रहेछ दुईटा हेरौँ न मदर
I would have been a good mother.
मरेर
I was young, but I would have been a good mother. She was a girl, by the way, the baby.
Baby.
We were going to call her Sarah. Simon wanted to call her Ava after his nana, but I didn't want her to have a symmetrical name.
सिमेट्री सबै सिमेट्रिकल छ नि एउटाले प्यालिन्ड्रम भनेको छ अर्कोले सिमेट्रिकल
Well, she wasn't my real mother, but she raised me.
फ्लोरेन्स हो यो त
Do you want to hear the story? It's a real life fairy tale. Well, she has a knife. She's been cooking, I guess. She's been cooking him his... And he's asleep and she doesn't want to wake him because he's ill.
That's why she's sad.
That's why she's sad. Because he's ill and he might die. It's kind of a sad story, so I'm not sure what it is.
कि एक सर्जन चाइल्ड ओके मदर हामीले सर्च गऱ्यौँ है हेऱ्यौँ
Yes, I read a lot as a child and watched lots of TV. Then the doll's house we had, we still have in the attic. It's kind of a fairy castle. We used to play out there and make up our own stories.
छैन यसमा केही नै इन्ट्रेस्टिङ यसमा ट्याटु
Yeah,
बनाएको
we were 17. It was a nice wedding, people said. Simon looked very handsome in the
17 वर्षमै
photos.
बिहे गरेर रहेछ
His parents paid for everything, but he's an only child, so it was important to them. It was what they called a shotgun wedding, but if you looked at the photos, you couldn't tell.
Pregnant by this year.
The dress was beautiful.
दे डिसाइडेड वी सुड गेट म्यारिड भनेको थियो नि त्यति बेला
The train wasn't quite as long though. There's a great photo of the bridesmaid helping to carry it out of the car.
मैले साँच्चै माया गरिदिएछु यहाँसम्म त हो होइन है यो त ई हो तर यो ह्याना होइन नि ह्यानाले बिहे गरे हो बुझ्यौ
Baby.
सत्र एन्ट्री छ 25 को यो
We spent the wedding night in a hotel in Brighton. It would have been too much to do more. We were saving for the baby. It was wonderful to be in a hotel, away from home, just alone together. Since then, we've always tried to get away for our holiday.
हामी तर हामी यता केमा यता घुम्यौँ रिजु होइन आई थिङ्क वी सुड सर्च अराउन्ड ट्विन्स एन्ड इभ के छैन है
Sister facing.
ह्याना ट्विन छैन ट्विन्स यति मात्रै हो ट्विन्समा है सिस्टर यसो होइन यति धेरै रहेछ होइन यति नै रहेछ क्या सिस्टर भन्ने नै यति मात्रै रहेछ कि पुगेन भने मात्रै खोज्ने हो क्या के लिएर भाइ
I mean, what if they were crazy? You hear about these crazy people all the time. I mean, why would anyone who knew Simon want to kill him?
यसले यहाँ भनिछ यहाँ 1 मिनट नै छैन
I'm not sure where the dollhouse came from. I don't know if it was given to them or they inherited it. And they wouldn't have had the money to buy it. It was so huge. It must have been taken up to the attic in parts and then reassembled up there. It's a beautiful thing. Wallpaper to scale, little furniture, the lights work, mirrors, beds, big duvets and pillows. We spent hours and hours playing in it, invented all these characters and families who lived there.
की
We wrote paperwork from them all.
सिस्टर त खोलिसक्यो यहाँ विकल्प
Passports,
हामीले
diaries, gave them all really elaborate stories.
मलाई केही शङ्का लाग्छ के
Once,
गर्नु हाई
a
गरेर
moth got trapped in there. We'd left a light on.
actually.
It was making the most horrendous noise.
सरी
We tried to kill it, but it was tough. We ended up crushing it under a copy of the Arabian Nights.
यो काम लागेन यहाँ किला अर्कै रहेछ होइन कि
के सोचेको मैले
ओके
Yes, there's a car that we share, a Cavalier, and a van he uses for work. It's owned by Eric, but we
Eric
use
पनि
half.
हेर्नुपर्छ
Both of them are there now, parked on the street. I'm not sure about the keys for the van. I can look for you when I get back.
ओके
Yes, I always pull it shut and then lock the bigger lock with the key.
ओके
No, I don't think it was. I turned the key, but it was already unlocked.
ढोका लगाइसकेको थियो त्यो दिन होइन
Okay. I parked up on the street. It was busy, so I had to park down the end of the road. Walked up, knocked on the door, no answer. I took my keys out of my bag and unlocked the door. The main lock was unlocked. You can tell because the key doesn't turn when you try to turn it to the left. I walked in, Simon's coat wasn't on the peg. I couldn't see his shoes in the shoe rack. I shouted out. I walked straight into the kitchen because he usually sits in there to have a cup of tea and read his paper. But he wasn't there. I touched the kettle.
हामी लाग्छ
it
11
was
बजे चाहिँ
cold.
खोजौँला इन्टरनेटमा आन्सर कि
I looked quickly in the living room, nothing. I walked upstairs to the bedroom, he wasn't there. I didn't search for him because it was pretty clear he wasn't there. I had a shower.
नखेल्ने
The phone rang whilst I was in the shower. I didn't answer it.
Yes.
I think it was Eric. Then I was just exhausted. So I lay down on the bed and I fell asleep, though I didn't mean to.
किन तर
I woke up a couple of hours later and I was surprised to see no
That's okay.
one in the bed next to me. And then I remembered where I was and what had happened. That's when Eric called again.
म
This
सिध्याउनु
time I
11
spoke
बजीतिर
to him.
आइपुग्छु
Then I called back and Eleanor. And then I decided to come and see you.
हेलो विश्व
Diana?
I feel weird.
ओके
ज्वरो छैन नि?
छैन
हजुर
छैन छैन ज्वरो छैन ल रिजु अलिकति गाह्रो भएकोले म यसरी क्यामेरा अफ गरिदिउँ किन लाज लाग्छ भने होइन नमस्ते वाच
वाचो के हेर्ने जस्तो लाग्छ
हो
ए होइन
He was wearing a shirt, a blue turtleneck shirt and jeans.
नो रुटिङ
ब्लाइन्ड डेट चाहिँ नहेर है
He has a
Okay.
watch. It's a really
म
nice
पब्जी
one.
खेलिदिन्छु
That was a
यसमा
gift from his boss, Eric.
राजी
बाई रिजु इज गोइङ
Long grey duffel
ओन्ली मी
coat,
नाउ
black pants
I
there.
have not been
He would have taken that with him. It's not in the house.
Egypt.
ओके बाई सबैजना रिजु चाहिँ जान्छ हामी म चाहिँ हुन्छु होइन सी इज नट फिलिङ टु वेल त्यसैले म्याम तपाईँ जानुहोस् प्लिज तपाईँ जान सक्नुहुन्छ
बिरामी पर्ने आशंकाहरू देखाइरहेछ
जानुहोस्
जानु
नजाने भए बस्नुहोस्
बाई
बाई
बाई भयो चिया म हेरिरहेको छु ल यो तर
हुन्छ
भोलि आउन चाहिँ गाह्रो हुन थाल्यो मेरो घाँटी एकदम
हस् त मैले बुझेँ
बाई बाई
यो चेयरलाई म पछाडि सारिदिन्छु है यो बडी कम्फर्टेबल छ कि तिमीलाई बडी कम्फर्टेबल चेयर दिएको छु मैले ओके आम हियर आया आया ठोक्यो खुट्टा यहाँ मलाई दुख्यो घाउ भयो यार मेरो खुट्टामा सरी पर्खिनुहोस् है चेयर मिल्न अलिकति ओके चेयर मिल्यो नाउ आई कम हियर लिसन टु दिस एन्ड ट्राई टु सल्भ द स्टोरी विथ यु होइन
It happened very quickly. We hardly had to talk to each other. We agreed almost silently. The baby was what mattered. We'd help each other. We cleaned up. We bagged up the broken mirror, her clothes. They're gone. We took him down to the cellar. We knew we had an alibi. And we wanted the body to be found later.
Oh my god,
We wanted to have suspicion on us, so we could then disprove it, rather than have it linger.
Oh my god, वाचमै भेट्यो नि त
Better to keep the body in the house than risk being seen with it.
ओइ कहाँबाट
The
आइपुग्यो
watch,
तिमी तर्साइ थियो
that was my touch,
ए यसले मारा रहेछ नि त
to make sure the alibi stuck.
हेर न
म
तिमी कहाँबाट आइपुग्यो
म चार्जर लिन आएको थिएँ कि
ए ल यो सुन त है त
It happened very quickly. We hardly had to talk to each other. We agreed almost silently. The baby was what mattered. We'd help each other. We cleaned up.
Cleaned
We
up.
bagged up the broken mirror, her clothes.
They're gone.
They're gone. We took him down to the cellar. We knew we had an alibi, and we wanted the body to be found later. We wanted to have suspicion on us, so we could then disprove it, rather than have it linger. Better to keep the body in the house than risk being seen with it. The watch,
That was my touch.
that was my touch,
दामी हो है
to make sure the alibi stuck.
एलाबाई खोजौँ है त दामी हो चिया दामी
त्यो पनि
यति मजा रहेछ एलाबाई उसले के फेरी टेल भने है
हैन
हेलो जिरे ओके फेरी टेल लास्ट वाला है
ओके
Fairy tales. Stories about lost princesses, evil witches,
बस्ने
magical mirrors, and lost children.
इन्ट्रेस्टिङ लाग्यो बोल ल
लागेको थियो
लिएर बसेर ल
Fairy tales. Stories about lost princesses, evil
यो दिन हो
witches,
कि पत्ता लाग्यो हाम्रो
magical
युट्युबमा पायो
mirrors,
भने
and lost children. So you see, even before I knew the truth, I'd found it in those stories.
ओके
Sorry. The picture, the way it's drawn, just reminded me of the books we used to read as children.
ओके
I read those fairy tales over and over, and they were so real to me.
ओके ल ओके गुड भाइ आउँछ चाँडै नै
My brain is just full of it.
हो कुरा ठिक हो
How many of these in colour?
उचिया उचियाले दामी भने मैले याद नभएर कि पुलिसले वाचको फोटो देखाएको थियो नि त इम्पोर्टेन्ट नभयो किन देखाउँछ त होइन
And the glaziers. I worked there some weekends, and Simon had a part-time job there too. That was Eric's generosity. He was always good at helping out other people's children. Simon was quiet, more thoughtful than the other boys. Even then, he had a sense of craftsmanship. Wasn't always rushing stuff. Boys that age are just running around like headless chickens most of the time.
One had a miscarriage. Could not conceive anymore.
सो यस
So त्यसलाई पठायो बेबी पाउनलाई
ओ माई
Like
गॉड
a fairy tale prince from one of my books.
अफर सफर गरायो गरायो something got complicated with that.
ड्याम कुरा ठिक गर्यो रिजुले
Simon never cheated on me. He was devoted to me, and I was devoted to him.
बडी सर्च गऱ्यौँ हामीले
Nothing in life is easy. We were good
But
to
this
each
is
other.
Eve. Why is she talking about Simon like they were married?
बोथ अफ देम लभ के बोथ अफ देम वर म्यारिड टुगेदर रिजु कहिले यो कहिले त्यो बुझ्यौ
Marriage. Okay.
के खोज्ने उसले भने सर्च बडी भनेको छैन एकचोटि बडी हेर्न है त ओहो कति धेरै रहेछ हामीले हेरेर हिँड्छ नि त रिजु बडीको त किन बडी सर्च गरेन मैले खतरा छ उचिया के हो
The bruise.
लाइ डिटेक्टर हैन छैन म यसपछि म खोज्छु है
I have a really
Light
fast
editor.
metabolism, so stuff like that just comes and goes. I don't know if there's much more that I can tell you that I haven't already told the other policeman. I found the body.
कहाँ छ यो बडी फाइन्ड गर्न
I,
यसपछि नै आउँछ डाइरेक्टली
it was after dinner. I'd spoken to Sam's parents on the phone. I looked up for an early night and I suddenly had this thought. I think it was something his mum had said. She'd been speaking about old stuff, sad stuff, about when we lived there, about the baby. There's some boxes in the cellar, nursery stuff, stuff we never needed and I never had the heart to throw out. And I suddenly remembered that when I'd looked down there the week before, those boxes, that pile was in the wrong place. I went cold all over. I went down there with a torch and went straight to the back, and that's when I saw the bin bags.
के बडी हो बिन ब्याग चाहिँ
Pulled them open, saw the body.
बिन ब्यागमा हो बडी अघि त अर्कै थियो भने हैन
I screamed and that's when I called the
Describing
police.
how she found Simon.
ओके देखियो हेर भाइ बिन ब्याग छ नि याद गरौँ है लेखिहाल्छु है यसो 27 मा
His body. It didn't look real.
बिन ब्याग्स लाइ डिटेक्टर
His throat.
हिज थ्रोट
It looked like his throat had been cut.
नाइफ भनेर सर्च गर्छ यसपछि
And I didn't see his glasses. There's these thick glasses.
सेयर ओके अङ्कित म सेयर नै खोज्छु है त ल जो यहाँ बस्नुपर्छ उहाँ चाहिँ इन्ट्रेस्टेड हुनुपर्छ कि ओके केही पनि इन्ट्रेस्टिङ छैन यहाँ यसले गीत गाउँछ बडीको ओइ
Really?
यो कहिले हो 27 बडी भेटेको कुरा होइन ओके
Really?
फर्स्टमा यो चाहिँ
What's the
चार्ज
rest? Laid a body on the dock to oh, the wind and the rain, till a fiddler with a fiddle came walking by. Oh, the dreadful wind and rain. He made a fiddle bow of her long hair. Oh, the wind and the rain. Yes, he made a fiddle bow of her long blonde hair. Oh, the dreadful wind and rain. And he made fiddle pegs of her finger bows. Oh, the wind and the rain. Yes, he made fiddle pegs from her finger bows. Oh, the dreadful wind and rain. And he made a fiddle out of her breastbone. Oh, the wind and rain. The sound could pierce a heart of stone. Oh, the dreadful wind and rain. But the only tune that the fiddle could play was oh, the wind and the rain. Yes, the only play down. Anything you sing may be used as evidence against you.
ए यसले तर उ गर्न खोज्यो अब डिस्टर्ब
Last one. Last one.
Can you imagine?
Doesn't go.
I tried to get pregnant too, but
इट डिडन्ट ह्यापन
I slept with so many boys, men.
ओ माई गॉड
My body refused. I think my period stopped because hers had. I was pretty ill. I mean, how could we stay the same now? Felt like Hannah had really fucked things up. Set us down separate paths.
ओके यो चाहिँ प्रेग्नेन्ट हुन सक्ने ऊ चाहिँ
We had become different.
होइन ह्याना हुन सक्ने सकि ओइ देखियो है देख्यो दिस इज सबै यस्तो यस्तोलाई आइएमपी गर्नु पर्थ्यो हामीले है इम्पोर्टेन्ट भनेर पिस टुगेदर गर्न कुन क्लिप थियो नि बिर्स्यौ हामीले के
Add to session.
यस्तो गर्न मिल्दो रहेछ नि के थाहा
Confessions.
यही पनि थियो है
जुलाई 3rd गरेर
ए यस्तो गरेर गर्नुपर्दो रहेछ नि त रिजो
अनि एउटा खर्र बन्थ्यो होला के एउटा
क्लिप बनेपछि अनि जितिन्थ्यो होला हामीले केस हाउ डज हर स्टोरी एन्ड हर हाउ टु एन्ड हर स्टोरी
पुलिस or siren.
थ्रोट
Mirror. Uchiha was right.
इन हिज थ्रोट
You were right.
How?
ओ देखियो एट टु सेसन
Like I said before, it was 3, something like that. I walked in, saw Simon.
ओके
He was on the floor of the living room.
Huh? त्यसले कहाँ भेटायो त्यसले सेलरमा भेटायो त्यसले लिभिङ
His
रूममा
throat
भेटायो
had been cut.
कसरी दुईटा फरक फरक मान्छे मरेर रहेछ यहाँ त
His
रिजो
throat
Oh.
cut.
है
एउटा थ्रोट हाल्छु नि कट ए एउटाले मारेर प्याक गर्यो नि अर्कोले चाहिँ लुकाउने हेल्प गर्यो होला
But they're describing
He
two
was
different
dead.
things.
यो पछि हो
When she has confessed.
एट टु सेसन सबै
Her story is that she'd waited for him to come back.
दस यो
She put on my wig, some of my clothes, pretended to be me.
ओके pretended to be me
They talked.
we talked
She'd enjoyed being me. He said he wanted to be with me.
He's
इभो किन थाहा छ गीत गाएको के आई प्लेड इन द बार याद छ अगाडि
अनि अघि भरौँ भनेको थियो हाना
Just like the one he'd given her earlier.
सो हानाले मार्यो भनेर देखेर होइन
Unique present. She went crazy, smashed the mirror. They argued, screamed. He hit her.
त्यही हुन सक्छ
So
अङ्की
she grabbed a piece of the mirror and just swung it round. She cut his throat clean open.
Yeah,
के छ पृथ्वी नारायण शाह
She'd only meant to
I
scare him
think
off.
so. If she's gonna
Oh,
fuck
देखियो.
things up,
देखियो
she's gonna fuck things up भने नि now we are going to be different भनेर के
यसो राख्नु मिल्दो रहेछ
share such share
लेकिन
such share
शेर
also such mirror.
ओके शेर
When beautiful people died, we always felt like it was a sign. You remember Princess Grace? Grace Kelly? She died in a car crash the year before we met Simon. We used a Ouija
We met
board to
Simon.
speak to her, and that gave us the power to find him.
हेलो
That's what we
गान्तोक
thought
के छ
then. That people who died tragically leave some kind of magic behind.
Simon Goodwin.
We used to
Simon
share
Goodwin triplet
dreams.
होला.
We used to wake up and write them down in our diaries immediately and compare them.
यसले वी भन्न थाल्यो नि त
Hannah was so smitten with Simon.
हाना पहिला
She started getting jealous, didn't want to share.
ओके
Even the first date, we went to see Tom Cruise at the Old Odeon. We both went, kept changing places in the toilet. We only had one best dress, so we had to keep swapping clothes.
ओके
Must have thought we had terrible bladder problems. The next date, it was my turn. At the end, I let him kiss me, but that was it. We didn't want another Carl in our hands, and the Ouija board had said to hold back.
Carl.
After that, it was Hannah's turn, and she slept with him. Broke the rules. Deliberately broke the rules.
ओके बुझ्यौ
She wanted to be the first to sleep with him. I mean, that's when she got pregnant. From that one time.
ओके यहाँनिर एड टु सेसन गर्नुपर्छ यहाँ सम्झाउँदो रहेछ नि त एड टु सेसन
It lasted about 6 months. I tried to carry on, but everything was different. Hannah insisted I not pretend to be her around Simon, let alone sleep with him. I didn't share him like the others. The rules had changed.
सुरुमा झुटो बोल्यो कि उसले चाहिँ
Me living in the attic had become weird in a way it hadn't been before.
You look for Carl.
कार
Interesting.
आयो इन्ट्रेस्ट भएर है हिजो ठिक छ कार ओके इन्ट्रेस्टिङ कार
Was he my first? No need to be so coy. No, he wasn't my first.
इट वाज कार
That would have been Carl. He was a local boy in a band. He was a bit of a shit. But he was sexy.
Messed up, I know.
We were 15.
त्यही त सो मेस्ड अप है यो स्टोरी के खासमा साँच्चै भन्यो भने सोध न
No, I was 15. Carl was older. 17, I think. I was really into him, regardless of how he actually behaved.
यही दिन मारेको
Lots
रहेछ
of drunken teenage sex. We did it in a church once. It's stupid.
पुलिसहरू हेऱ्यो
So he got tired of us and we split up after
Us.
about 6 months.
Oh.
It was sad. But those early experiences, they help you realise who's really important to you. You know?
They shared Carl from the beginning.
Family. Family.
त्यसपछि के भयो?
So Carl fucked off, and then there were other boys here and there, and then Simon.
ओके त्यति मात्रै है
अब अहिले हामीले साइमन खोज्यो भने बेसी क्लिप्स आउँछ होला।
Differences?
आउँदैन
She's a better driver than me.
त्यसरी खुल्दैन कि
She passed the test for us.
साइमन विथ समथिङ हान्नुपर्छ
I tried to take it and nearly crashed the car. Learned that you can't rely on confidence to
भेन
be
डिजल
good.
हुँदै ह्याप्पी रे
She is the shy one. She was especially shy around boys. If Hannah liked a boy, I would have to pursue him. It was that way with Carl. Hannah met him first. She had such a crush. I let him take my virginity after a night that his band had played at.
त्यो अगाडि खेटेर यो एउटै हो इभे
It got difficult. When I was with Carl, we would have sex, but Hannah couldn't let him see she was a virgin. She had lots of excuses. After a while, we decided that I should take Hannah's virginity.
What?
It's not that different to a bruise, pulling a tooth, a graze. We used a hairbrush.
Oh.
After that, we took it in turns, though. I was always the one who seduced the boys. Until Simon.
ओके
Marriage.
5 एन्ट्री मात्रै भयो यहाँ हामीले क्राइम सल्भ गर्न खोजिरहेको छौँ यो त क्राइमै हो नि रहेछ
When will the police let me back in the house? And they let me take a bag of clothes with me, but
मिरर हान्न मैले चाहिँ उसले भनेको थिएन नि पहिला आई वान्ट टु सी मिरर
it wasn't the present so much. It was one of those arguments that had been simmering for a while. The present was a mirror, a nice mirror. He'd engraved the glass, the kind of mirror a princess would have in a story.
प्रिन्सेस हेर्नु फेरि स्टोरी
He made it specially for me.
कि यो
कमेन्ट पनि हेर्ने गर्नु न हो रे
हेरिरहेछ सुजन
हेर्दिन के गर्छस्
नरिसाउनु त।
रिसाउँछ के गर्छस्
मैले भर्खर लिटरली रिप्लाई गरेँ नि के चल्दैछ यहाँ भन्दाखेरि गेम चलिरहेछ क्राइम सल्भ गरिरहेछ यहाँ
The mirror. I can't remember. I put it somewhere safe. Upstairs, I think. I haven't looked at it since.
मिररको जति छ 11वटा एन्ट्री रहेछ मिरर
Silver leaf? No. He normally silvers them properly. This mirror, it's supposed to look antique. The reflection isn't as good. perfect mirror for someone who doesn't like to look at their own reflection.
मिरर होइन रिजु मिरर खेल्यो आएन त्यो मात्रै आएन हालिदिएको एउटा एक्स्ट्रा सेसन बाँकी मिररले मारे आएर लाई 4वटा रहेछ अनि लाई सर्च गर्न मागिथ्यो
Well, a week or so ago, it would have been the Saturday before my birthday.
Been back,
Get
been
out
back,
on the
been back,
weekends, have a lie-in, then want to get up and blitz the house.
यो दिनको हो कि मलाई चाहिएको सबभन्दा बढी नेगेटिभ
Yes, I'll take a lie detector test.
ओके
I've never taken a lie detector test before. Does it really work? My name. That was the only question I failed.
याद छ नेम
Your lie detector works.
द्याट इज द ओन्ली नेम आई फेल होइन याद छ तिमीलाई अघि
यसले खाना भनेको थियो
यसले ह्याना भनेको थियो गरेको थियो यो ई हो यसले ह्यानाबाट जिन्दगी जिरहेको थियो ओके यति मात्रै थाहा भयो ब्याग ग्रिन ब्यागको स्पेलिङ के हो बिएन भयो
बिआइएन
बिन हो
मैले ट्रास ब्याग भनेको होला
ए ओके दुइटा हुन्छ नि त फेरि ग्रिन ब्यागको एउटा मात्रै छ त्यही त त्यसैले त गेम भएन नत्र भने त पुरै भिडियो हालेर त फिल्म बन्थ्यो यार होइन र डिफरेन्स त्यो हो नि त
ब्याग मात्रै
ब्याग मात्रै छ भने ओके यहाँनिर
Okay. I parked up on the street. It was busy, so I parked down the end of the road. I walked up to the house. I knocked on the door. No answer.
त्यही यो सेम
I
हान्छ
took my
सर
keys out of my bag.
I
Unlocked
unlocked the
the door.
door.
The main lock
The
was
main was
unlocked.
unlocked.
I could tell because the key wouldn't turn when I
Turn
tried
left
to
हुँदैन
turn
त हामीले
it.
हेरेको हुन्छ होइन
I
सेम
walked
कुरा
in.
है
Simon's coat wasn't on the peg.
different people
I couldn't see his shoes on the shoe rack.
सो
I shouted out for him. I walked straight into the kitchen. He
Oh,
usually
yeah,
sits in
right.
there to have a cup of tea and read his paper.
This chair is weird.
I touched the kettle. It was cold.
त्यसैले त यो
I looked quickly into the living room. Nothing.
Thank you.
I walked upstairs to the bedroom. He wasn't there. I didn't search for him because it was pretty clear he wasn't there. And then I had a shower. Whilst I was in the shower, the phone rang. I think it was Eric, his boss. I didn't answer it. Then I came out and I was just exhausted. So I lay down on the bed and I fell asleep, but I didn't mean to. I woke up a couple of hours later and I was surprised to see no one in the bed next to me. And then I remembered where I was and what had happened. That's when Eric called again. I spoke to him. Then I called Simon's parents. And then I decided to come and see you.
यो फरक केटी हो
That enough?
यो फरक केटी हो किन थाहा छ यहाँको याद गरे
It was after dinner. I'd spoken to Simon's parents on the phone. I looked up for an early night and I suddenly had this thought. I think it was something his mum had said. She'd been speaking about old stuff,
यही थियो ब्याग कोबाट
sad stuff, about when we lived there,
फेरि दुन थालेको
about the baby.
नबोल
There's some boxes in the cellar, nursery stuff, stuff we never needed and
Huh?
I never had the heart to throw out.
के
Skip.
I suddenly remembered that when I looked at those
This is about
boxes,
the other one.
that pile was in the wrong place. With the torch and went straight to the back and that's when I saw the bin bag.
ओके यहाँ यो यसले देखे कि यसले मारे कि कसले मार्यो मार्न चाहिँ
The whole thing was wrong.
I had.
The bags.
Alright, guys, it's time for
I
sure.
think they were from my kitchen. You can have a good check that.
म नै इन्टरनेट नगरेर हेर्ने अब
Go into the cellar. It's just a place we put things we don't need.
Good night.
Dad used to grow mushrooms there. The bags were taped up. I think it was parcel tape up. I think it was ours.
के सर्च गर्ने त यार हेर्ने त हाउ टु कम्प्लिट आवर स्टोरी हाउ टु कम्प्लिट होइन के हाउ डु यु विन विथआउट स्पोइलर्स there won't be any congratulations, you won a level clear at the end रे for your own satisfaction रे there's no winning in this game. There are credits at the end रे okay. कसरी हो यार हेलो ओ कच के छ हो ब्रो लुसिफर लङ टाइम म्यान मेक योर ओन स्टोरी होला बेसिकली है यो म त यहाँ यसको साउन्डले गर्दा तर्छ के छ हो पिङ भाइले हाम्रो उचियाले खुब खोजिरहेको थियो यार लुसिफर के छ यार लङ टाइम म्यान हाउ यु के गर्दैछौ कहाँ छौ केमा व्यस्त छौ यार ब्रो के खोज्ने What do I search? गेम खोजेको त गेम रुन मात्र मन लाग्छ यहाँ मलाई यहाँ के सर्च गर्ने कहाँबाट गरा छ ए चिटच्याट आयो ओइ Yes. Right? Good. So you think you understand why your mother did what she did? Okay. Log off, quit. Okay. सिद्धियो त कसरी सिद्धियो ब्लग र पडकास्ट हेरेको त्यहाँ बोबालाई थ्याङ्क यू ब्रो थ्याङ्क यू लुसिफर कन्टिन्यू सिधै जस्तो गर्यो मेसेज आएको जस्तो नि गर्यो हामी मर्सो त क्लिप्स हेरिसक्यौँ होला सो हर स्टोरीको कहानी ल गेस गरौँ है त अब हामीले चाहिँ के सोच्यौँ भन्दाखेरि यसको आमा रे साराको आमा रे क्वेसन सोधिरहेको छ साराले आफ्नो आमालाई क्वेसन सोधिरह हो सो दिज आर मम दिस इज हर मम isn't she too young to become उसको मम मलाई चाहिँ के लाग्यो भन्दाखेरि दुईजना मिलेर चाहिँ ऊ जिरहेको थिए मारेको एउटाले हो अभियसली होइन ए सारा त बच्चाको नाम ए हो ड्याम सारा यो डिल्युजनल रहेछ यार यो केटी बाउ किन मार्या भनेर कहानी खोजेकी रहेछ साराले ए यो भिडियो चाहिँ के हो भन्दाखेरि साराले चाहिँ राइट नाउ लुकिङ एट अल दिस थिङ अनि हु किल द फादर एन्ड हाउ दे किल भनेर भन्दाखेरि चाहिँ ममले किन मार्यो भनेर पत्ता लगाउन खोज्यो ममले नै मारेर रहेछ है सारा जन्मेछ केटी जन्मिसकेको रहेछ है नजन्मे होइन अब किन मार्यो भन्ने कुरामा चाहिँ झगडा पर्यो के अरे दुईटाले चाहिँ एकअर्कासँग सेयर गर्न नसकेको कारणले एउटा प्रेग्नेन्ट भयो अर्को प्रेग्नेन्ट हुन सक्थेन अब कसरी सँगै बाँच्ने कसरी चाहिँ म उसँग बाँच्न सक्छु भनेर भन्यो त्यसैले हो त्यो कारणले गर्दाखेरि हो दिस इज अ भिडियो बिङ वाच बाई ऊ है ओके त्यही हो वाट डु यु थिङ्क एक्चुली हेर्ने हो त्यही हो कि हेर है त प्लट ओके प्लट हामीले भने मिल्छ मिल्दैन होइन द इन्टरभ्यू टेप्स फिचर्स अ वुमन हु इन्टरभ्यू हाना स्मिथ होइन whose husband Simon had gone missing later is found murdered होइन हो हाना admits that she and Simon had difficult relationship but alibi place in Glasgow मा थियो हो यो हामीलाई थाहा थियो as more pieces of her interviews are discovered it is claimed that Hannah is actually two women Hannah in yes identical twins separated by midwife Florence यो नि हामीले पत्ता लगायौँ होइन Florence was the widow of a war veteran who desperately wanted to have kids but did not believe in remarrying so she faked death of one of the kids हो Florence deliberately kept Eve in shore पछि पत्ता पर्दा होइन single person okay when Eve wanted to conduct independent activities she would wear blonde wig okay Hannah eventually began dating Simon who glazier at despite their rules Hannah sleeps with Simon and becomes pregnant which upsets Eve who makes an effort to get pregnant but is unable to do so yes I know Hannah miscarries in 8 months much to Eve's relief years later Simon meets Eve in a bar the two begin an affair and Eve becomes pregnant. By this time, Hannah is infertile. Okay. On their birthday, Simon gives handmade mirror to Hannah, but they have an argument and Hannah reveals that she has a sister who is pregnant. Simon realizes he is the father. The following day, Hannah has an argument with Eve over the matter and later flees to Glasgow. Hannah, wearing Eve's wig, confronts Simon. Unaware that she is Hannah, Simon gives her another mirror, stating that his desire to be in Eve instead of Hannah. Hey! Hannah becomes furious, shattering the mirror and slicing throats, killing him, though this is said to be accidental. When Eve returns, the two agree to hide Simon's body and uses Eve's trip to Glasgow as an alibi. Okay! I'm mistake गरेर रहेछ त्यो कुरा चाहिँ. At the end of the interview, Eve says Hannah is gone and asks to speak to the lawyer and people say that all stories we have been telling is that's just stories. It's not entirely clear if the Eve story of being an identical twin is true, an intentional fabrication meant to confuse the police, or a case of split personality. Okay, as the player, okay. Okay, यहाँ अझै पनि कन्फ्युजन रहेछ. स्पोइलर्स. ड्याम यस्तो खालको पो रहेछ. हामीले मिलाएको चाहिँ रहेछौँ हो यति चाहिँ okay the day Eve still Hannah about her baby but she lies about the father I told her it was one of my boyfriends I have met in a bar okay यो नि देखेको थियौ when Simon comes home that day he gives Hannah a mirror as a birthday present he made it himself says Hannah it was a special one-off. He made it decorated. That's his thing. Hannah then finally tells Simon about Eve and says she wants to help her twin sister with her pregnancy. She wanted me to move in with them. Move in हुन्छ आउँछ प्रेग्नेन्ट हुन्छ उसको अनुहार देख्ने बित्तिकै ड्याम यो त मेरो बच्चा पो हो भनेर रियलाइज गर्छ यस हैन द लुक अन हर फेस सी न्यू ओके यस सो Hannah kicks him out. She calls up Eve and they fight. We scream at each other. We cried. She tore it off. Eventually, I grew tired of fighting and left. Eve then hops to the car, heads to Glasgow, but I was driving badly. I hit a taxi. Okay, she adds the murder. Back home, something happens. According to Eve, this happens. Her story is that she waited for him to come back. she put only my wig, some of my clothes and pretended to be me. Oh, हामीले यो भेटेको थियौँ. He said he wanted to be with me. Then he took our present, another mirror, just like the one he'd given Hannah earlier. That unique present. She went crazy, smashed the mirror. Okay, they argued, screamed. He hit her. So she grabbed a piece of mirror and swung it around and cut his throat and open. Okay, मैले बुझेँ. Eve pretending to be Hannah then goes to police saying Simon is missing. Oh, Eve हो त्यो. A few days later she returns and she found his body, but things start to get messy when police found a hair पनि रहेछ है Eve को wig को, and then the police suspect Hannah being two people. Finally Eve confesses all, as you have read the statements above. Finally Eve asks for a lawyer with the final my sister is gone, says Eve. यो नि हामीले भेटेको थियौँ, my sister is gone and she's never coming back भनेर हामीले यो पनि भेटेको थियौँ. Okay, this is the story. मैले कसरी बन्द गर्दिनँ यार स्कुल कलेज ब्रो, गर्नै सक्दिनँ नि मसँग त्यस्तो पावरै छैन. ओके, दिस एन्ड्स हर स्टोरी फर अस. के गर्ने अब? डु वी एन्ड आवर लाइभ स्ट्रिम राइट हियर or do we continue and play some other game? बा राम्रो क्लियर देखिँदो रहेछ यार यो क्यामेरा है. ब्लाइन्डेड हेऱ्यो भने रिजुले मलाई मार्छ त्यसैले. सारा त इभको आमा भयो नि त ब्रो. सारा त इभ प्रेग्नेन्ट थियो, इभ प्रेग्नेन्ट भएपछि के भयो, सारा जन्मियो के. बुझ्नुभयो नि. त्यही आज नयाँ गेम ट्राई गरेको कारण त्यही नै हो कि अलिकति डिफ्रेन्ट खालको गेम खेलौँ भनेर हो. जिन्दगी खेर गएन धन्दा एन्डिङ थाहा पाइयो. त्यही त लेखक है, लेखकजीले लेख्नुपर्ने यस्तो कहानी एउटा. अनि हामीले ऱ्यान्डमली पहिला भिडियो बनाउनु हुन्थ्यो एउटा मान्छेले फाइन्ड योर ओन क्राइम, मेक योर ओन क्राइम स्टोरी भनेर के. आन्सरहरू क्लिक गर्दै 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 अनि त्यसपछि मैले त्यो आइडिया सोचेको थिएँ तर त्यो स्टोरी लेख्न गाह्रो छ कि. अनि आफैले इन्भेस्टिगेसन गर्दाखेरि आन्सर पत्ता लगाउनु पर्ने कि. दुईवटा अप्सन दिने, टक 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 क्लिक गरेर एउटा भिडियो बनाउनु पर्छ त्यस्तो खालको. इफ एनी वान इज इन्ट्रेस्टेड इन राइटिङ अ स्टोरी यु क्यान कन्ट्याक्ट मी है, त्यस्तो खालको. अर्काको लाइभ स्ट्रिममा रियाक्सन दिँदै बस्ने. एकचोटि हेरौँ है त अर्काको लाइभ स्ट्रिम कहाँ भेटिन्छ. ल हेरौँ, खोजौँ को छ लाइभ स्ट्रिम खेलेर अहिले. ओके, यहाँ छैन. कसको लाइभ स्ट्रिम हेरौँ भन्नुहोस् त. रिजुले मलाई मार्छ यार, म अहिले हेर्न सक्दिनँ हौ केटा हो. स्ट्रिमर्स ब्याटल त हाम्रो उसकोमा होइन, के अरे हाम्रो अरबपतिकोमा हुनुपर्ने होइन, स्काइलाइट्समा हो र.
चारवटा टिमको डबल डिजिट पोइन्ट पनि टच भएको छ. 51 टिमका प्लेयरहरू बचेको देख्न सकिन्छ भने फिफ्थ सर्कलको लागि हामी टिम चरी र टिम SK49 टोटली आई एम भेरी पोजिसन छोड्नेवाला छैनन्. देख्न सक्नुहुन्छ
टिम नेरो सबभन्दा अगाडि रहेछ. एकचोटि हेरिहालौँ, तपाईँलाई पनि देखाइदिइहाल्छु. यो पब्जीको चाहिँ छ होइन. टिम नेरो, टिम SK49, टिम गुर्खा रहेछ, टिम उग्र आएको बोका ग्याङ नेप्स.
तपाईँले यहाँ 13 पोइन्टको लिड अझ पनि बनाएर बसेका छन्. लिड बिस्तारै बढ्दै गएको छ जति पनि म्याच फोरमा छ. टिम गुर्खाको लागि पनि टप 3 फिनिस चाहिँ आएको छ. 37 पोइन्ट यो टिमले पनि निकाल्यो. आफ्टर भन्न सक्नुहुन्छ मिरामार डोमिनेट यो टिमले गरेको थियो. टिम उग्रको लागि यो म्याच त्यति इम्प्रेसिभ भएन, डाउनफल बेहोर्नु परेको छ. 35 पोइन्ट यहाँ रहनेवाला छ. एसिड गेमिङको लागि पनि 30 पोइन्ट रहनेवाला छ भने आगो स्क्वाड 28 को साथमा. एन्ड देन बोका ग्याङको लागि सिमिलर काइन्ड अफ सिनेरियो रहेको छ. 28 नै पोइन्टको साथमा रहेको छ. त्यति म्याच राम्रो चाहिँ भएन, बट भनौँ न ठिकै छ भन्दा.
हेलो डम्बर गुरुङ
टप 5 फिनिस गरेको यो टिमलाई पनि बेटर रहन सक्छ। टिम नेपचेसरको लागि कहीँ न कहीँ एउटा बुस्टवाला गेम भन्दा फरक चाहिँ नपर्ला। 21 पोइन्ट यो टिमले पनि निकाल्यो। स्नाइपर्टीको लागि पनि बुस्टवाला गेम 19 पोइन्ट छ भने टिम अल्ट्रा 977 को लागि 16 पोइन्ट रहनेवाला छ। सो तपाईँले ओभरअल स्ट्यान्डिङ हेरेर थाहा पाउन सक्नुहुन्छ नेरोको टिमले
अरबपतिको यार स्टुडियो दामी सही हो
म्याचेस डोमिनेट गरेको छ। पहिलो म्याच स्टार्ट चिकन डिनरबाट गर्यो एन्ड देन बिस्तारै बिस्तारै क्लाइम्ब अप गर्दै एउटा ह्युज लिड भन्दा चाहिँ फरक पर्दैन। 13 पोइन्टको लिड अझ पनि छ। लेट्स सी अबको चौथो म्याचमा के कस्तो लिड बनाउनेवाला छन् हामी हेर्नेवाला छौँ।
सो चौथो म्याचले पनि धेरै नै डिफर गर्नेवाला छ बिकज आज पहिलो र सेकेन्डको बिचमा मात्र 13 पोइन्टको डिफरेन्स देखिन्छ।
वाच पार्टी हान्दिनु क्या यसमा
तपाईले हेर्नु हो भने चाहिँ 2 पोइन्ट 3 पोइन्ट
यो अहिलेको एपिसोडमा को हेर्ने के हेर्न चाहिँ यहाँ हाम्रो कसको भिडियो हेर्ने हाम्रो CR7 हो र लाइभ छैन रहेछ त माफिया निन्जाहरुसँग खेल्दै
भन्ने कहीं कतै भन्छ हौ
अब के हो जहाँ भयो छोड्दिन न कति न
एली भो EX maniac
अफि
लो maniac भन्दैछ त
छोड्दियो यो के हेर्ने थाहा छैन लिटरली
सरको लागि आउँ लाग्यो जस्तो मलाई फिल चाहिँ भइरहेको
I have no idea what to watch. I have no idea what to do to be honest अहिले ब्लाइन्ड डेटको म कसरी नि डेट त्यो को केटी थियो नि अर्को म म्यारिड नभएको को केटी थियो नि एउटा सिम्पल खालको कुरा गर्ने केटी के मैले बिर्सेँ त्यो केटीको नाम नट सिलु नट द्याट चनेल केटी होइन को थियो अर्को चाहिँ नि अर्को को त्यो थाहा छैन यार मलाई त्यो केटीको नाम थाहा छैन त्यही हुन्थ्यो होला सबभन्दा चित्त बुझ्दो त्यही थियो यार सबै केटीहरूमध्ये अरू त सबै घिनलाग्दो एक्ट मात्रै गर्थे लिटरली घिनलाग्दो एक्ट मात्रै गर्थे प्रमिसा हो कि को हो यस त्यही हो यार मैले प्रमिसा ब्लाइन्डेड हो प्रनिसा हो कि को हो होइन यो को हो यो केटी प्रणिमा दाहाल हो प्रणिमा भन्ने हो एक्ज्याक्टली त्यही होला यदि आई वाज नट म्यारिड र इफ आई ह्याड टु चुज अभियसली प्रणिमा पनि मेरो टाइपको हो कि होइन मलाई थाहा छैन फेरि अभियसली डेटमा गएको होइन म त्यसैले what do I watch केही पनि छैन यार वाच गर्ने अब जानु पर्ला 11:30 बज्न थाल्यो अब आज भोलि खेल्नु पर्ला क्या हो केही कसको ब्लग हेर्ने यार नट अ रिक्रोल भन्यो यसले रिक्रोलै हो थाहा छ त्यही पनि हेरिदिउँ न उफ समथिङ वेन्ट रङ रे मलाई त त्यो रिक्रोलै हो थाहा छ मलाई होइन कुन गीत हो यो
बातों में भरी बरसात में कैसा लगता है मेरे मन के बादल तिमी बदो मादल घिमताङ बते बाले आज पछि कहाँ चर्यो कर्णालीको तिरमा आज पछि कहाँ चर्यो कर्णालीको तिरमा पाडा टिपी चिले लाग्यो कुखुरा लड्यो भिरमा बिगी रातों में मीठी बातों में भरी साथ में कैसा लगता है
ओके
कैसा लगता
ठिक छ ओके सङ नाइस नट कमेडी सङ कमेडी सङ ह्यापेन्स ओके सर मलाई के रियाक्सन दिनु नै आएन त्यो भिडियोमा कसम भने उचिया त्यो बिगी बिगी रातोमे के मुलाकातोमे अजु भाइ हेरौँ अजु भाइ को अजु भाइ भने मलाई चिन्दैन यार म कसम भने अजु भाइ भने को फ्री फायर खेल्छ हो टोटल गेमिङ हो हाम्रो अजु भाइ भनेको
तो भाई बंदों को मारने के लिए नहीं बाकी मैं गया और मैंने एक गोली में उसको खत्म किया
ओके नहेर मेरो त गेमिङको रियाक्सन त के हेरेर राख्नु र सब त 28 मिलियन अब भइहाल्छ नि फ्री फायर धेरैले हेर्छन् नि यार इन्सेन नम्बर अफ पिपल वाच फ्री फायर त्यसैले हेर्छन् अभियसली इट्स नट अ अचम्म लाग्दो कुरा होइन नेपालमै हेऱ्यो भने नि सबभन्दा बिगेस्ट नेपाली कन्टेन्ट क्रिएटरहरू फ्री फायरबाट छन् नि त त्यसैले नै होइन इन्डियामा स्पेसली एकदम धेरै चल्छ नि त फ्री फायर टायर लिस्ट कसैले बनाएर दिनु पऱ्यो नि त टायर मेकरमा सबै हालिदिनुहोस् अनि त्यसपछि म हालिदिन्थेँ नि मेक अ टेम्प्लेट ल ब्लाइन्डेड टायर लिस्ट मेक योर ओन टेम्प्लेट blinded tire list select a category TV show TV legendary blinded tire list ASA okay कसरी क्रिएट गर्ने अब कसैले बनाएर दिनुपर्छ यार मलाई आएन यार काल ब्रोको प्रैंक के छ काल ब्रोको प्रैंक के पनि छैन आशिष दाइको आशिषको प्रैंक भन रिभाइभल गेमिङ होइन उसको त प्रैंकस्टर रिभाइभल होइन लेटेस्ट आएको छ र केही नयाँ त्यो हेरिसकेको छु साइलीको पैसा फिर्ता दिने कि नदिने भन्ने कुरा हेरिसकेको छ लास्ट टाइम गीतमा त धेरै जसो कपिराइट लाग्छ यार कसम भनेको एक्चुअली 11:30 नै भइसकेको छ आज एन्डै गर्नु पर्ला स्ट्रिम भोलि चाहिँ अनि टाइममा आउनु पर्ला फेरि भोलि चाहिँ लाइभ आउनु पर्ला त्यसपछि है त इट्स लेट आइम सरी त्यसैले सी यु टुमोरो आई गेस बाई सबैजना टेक केयर विजय साईले के वर्ल्ड रेकर्ड राख्यो हो र कसले भनेको थियो अघि विजय साईको हेरौँ त त्यो एउटा थियो लास्ट एउटा न्युज है विजय शाही पेज छैन विजय साईको भिडियोमा के न्युज आएको छ मलाई थाहा छैन यार कसम ट्वेन्टी मिनट अगाडि राखेर रहेछ नि त अफिसियल अटेम्प्ट गिनिज लङ्गेस्ट सिक्वेन्स इन 1 मिनट हाल्दो रहेछ ओके विजय साईले के हालेछ हेरौँ है त तपाईँलाई पनि देखाइदिन्छु म है त अफिसियल अटेम्प्ट गिनिज बुक अफ वर्ल्ड रेकर्ड 90 लङ्गेस्ट सिक्वेन्स इन 90 वर्ड्स गरे क्या हो त्यो भने त वर्ल्ड रेकर्ड हुन्छ है त्यो चाहिँ ए कङ्ग्रेचुलेसन भनेर हालिरहेको छ तपाईँ तर यो फेक हो क्या हो यहाँ यसले अर्कै कपडा लगाएको छ होइन यहाँ नि त्यही कपडा हो त्यही कपडा रहेछ ज्याकेट त त्यही हो जस्तो छ यो त सक्छ यदि यसले यो मान्छेले यो गरे हो भने यो हो दिस इज समथिङ आई अलवेज थट कि विजय साईले गर्न सक्थ्यो भनेर उसले इलफ पपुलारिटी नपाएको कारणले गर्दाखेरि खतम भएको हो होइन ल विजय साईले वर्ल्ड रेकर्ड हारेर है केटाकेटी हो बधाई छ रुटिन अफ नेपाल भन्दा त्यो पोस्ट गरेको थियो त्यो होइन मुद्दा हाल्न मिल्छ कहाँ जे पाइदियो कुरा गर्न पाउँदैन नि उनीहरूले त्यस्तो लेभलको कहाँ छ कहाँ छ है न्युज कहाँ छ छैन भिटेनको छ आएको हो यो साउथ कोरियाको ब्ल्याक पिङ्क हो हिजोको आएको हो यहाँ सर्च गर्न मिल्छ क्या यहाँ भिटेन छैन यहाँ त मोस्ट रिसेन्ट ओके खै भिटेन त छैन त यहाँ हो होइन अब त्यो अफिसियल गिनिज बुक अफ वर्ल्ड रेकर्डले निकालिदियो भने त भइहाल्छ उनीहरूले सबै कुरा हेरेरै गर्छ लेट्स वेट फर ऊ के अरे रुटिन अफ नेपाल होइन रुटिन अफ नेपाल भन्दा ल कहाँ छ भिटेनको न्युज नआउनु पर्ने त्यस्तो लिगली गर्नै पाउँदैन कि त्यसैले कि विष्णु माझी माथि गयो कहाँ छ भिटेनको भन्नुहोस् त ओके यो Stories guy, he has declared government interference in his work, but now has deleted all his stories again. What do you think about the artist has to go through? यो त हुन सक्दैन यो आउनै सक्दैन नि यो मिल्दैन एउटा अर्डरले सबै काट्न सकिन्छ कुनै पनि मान्छेले चाहिँ यसरी चाहिँ पठाउनु पर्ने पहिला अब अनलेस सबै आर्टिस्टलाई कि एउटा मान्छे मात्रै भनेर तोक्न पाइँदैन कि अब सबै आर्टिस्टले चाहिँ गभर्मेन्टलाई सेन्ड गरेर अनि चेक गर्ने सिस्टम लिएर आयो भने एउटा कुरा हो होइन नत्र भने यति मात्रै चाहिँ मिल्दैन आई डोन्ट थिङ्क सो यो सायद मोस्ट प्रब्ली तँलाई पठाउन लगाउँछु भनेर भन्यो होला अनि पोस्ट भएको होला अनि पछि डिलिट भएको होला आई डोन्ट थिङ्क सो इट क्यानट बी टु हाल्यान्ड हो यार जति चाहिँ गरेर आयो पनि के हाल्यान्डले हाने गोल हाफ टाइममा 2 हानिसकेछ ल हाल्यान्ड सही हो हाल्यान्ड ओके आई थिङ्क आई एन्ड द लाइभ स्ट्रिम यहाँ है बाबा टेक केयर सी यू भोलि चाहिँ अरू नयाँ खालको गेम के लिएर खेल्न आउँला रमाइलो खालको वा पब्जी नै खेल्दिउँला के थाहा मलाई थाहा नै छैन जे खेल्न नि सक्छु मलाई थाहा छैन है सो बाबा टेक केयर लभ यु अल मुद्दा ग्याङ ओपी बाई